Okay, I'm on your Twitch thing right now. And there it is, wow. Awesome. I need like 4 fucking screens. 2 is not enough now. I need to watch that stream, and then I want to have my Pure Ref open. Oh, by the way, did you have you tried Pure Ref, and are you enjoying it? If so,
Pure ref?
yeah, the thing that I dropped in the other day, a while back. It's a program. It's a reference photo program.
Where did you drop this? Where was this at?
Art Corner. Do you not know what
Oh,
I'm
that
referring to?
thing. Yeah, okay. I have not
Yeah,
downloaded it. I
you
will.
haven't. Yeah, try it out. See how you like it. Because I like it. I think it's a pretty nice program.
I'll have to. Why was Fox finding my fucking TikTok account?
Why was what?
He sent me a screenshot of my TikTok account and sent me hashtag little gay bitch.
Fucking called out, I guess.
I mean, I put it in my TikTok bio.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Well, that'll get attention, I suppose.
Let's see what. Oh wait, I already know what I'm gonna draw today. Unless we wanted to do a theme today.
Nope, no theme. Just draw whatever you feel like. Just enjoy yourself. Just capture beauty and life in the artistic rendition. No themes.
No themes. That's fine.
Or you can do, I don't know, hot chicks. Boom. There's a theme. Is that a good enough theme for you? That's the theme I'm doing. You can join me if you wish.
I get you. I get you. I just need to do something with the file real quick.
Saving before you start work? What are you? Some sort of non-fuck up artist? How dare.
No. It is a thing I work on with Studio Paint, but I'm putting it over on the side.
Oh, I see.
Wanna drown Sai? I've missed her. My long lost love.
No, it's not like that. It's something else. More to work. There we go.
Alright. What I'm working on today is emotes.
Oh, you're doing emotes?
Yes.
Cool. Why? Why are you doing emotes?
Because my girlfriend commissioned me for emotes.
Wow. What a time to be alive where you're commissioned to do emotes.
Honestly, thank God. I'm trying to get back into my art stuff again.
Your art stuff? What's your art stuff?
Gotta be more free. Trying to be more frequent. Doing posting more. Advertise my commissions more again. Scream into the void. Please give me your money. Please, I am desperate.
Right, fair enough. I just need to actually, like, work on things and finish them, you know what I mean? That's my problem.
Same. I've been
Nothing
like
ever fucking gets done because I just like, I'm bored or I'm not feeling this or I'm, halfway through the process and then fuck it, I don't feel like finishing it. It's like, oh yeah, that's very fucking helpful.
that's like maybe my life would be easier if I just fucking finished it.
Right. Let's see.
But then my brain says, hee hee, sketches for the rest of my life.
Hee sketches. What if we just did some sketches? What do you think of this butt, Maggie? What's this do for you? What do you think?
It's a nice booty.
Thank you.
It's
It's a nice angle. Yes.
very nice booty, if I must say so
It's a
myself.
it's a fun place to be. Let me tell you, it's very happening over there.
It's very happening.
Yes, it's very happening. It's an exclusive club, though. Okay, you got to be on the list. You know what I'm
Exclusive.
saying?
Okay.
And nobody rides for free. All right. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's, you know what? I feel you, brother. Let's open this with Google Documents.
Your head is too large, ma'am. Please fix this and come back. Yeah, that's better. Otherwise, what's new with things? How's stuff?
Uh, things are alright. I went to go see my grandma in the hospital today.
Fun.
Yeah, she's doing alright. They're hoping to get her home soon.
Yeah.
But other than that, same old, same old. Nothing really too much happening.
No.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get back more into my art again.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is just an excuse for me to also get back into it and try doing some shit. And then it's like, hey, you know what? I need to work on being like faster with my construction of everything. So you know what's a good way to practice that? Doing it on a stream.
Yep. I've missed the art streams, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always really liked them. Just first.
Well,
What was I drawing last night?
that makes me feel missed and appreciated because I was a part of such a thing.
Yeah, the art streams were a really fun time for me.
Resize that. What's up, girl? Mac and cheese
Mac and cheese, lots of mac and cheese.
right out of the bowl. Well, that's mighty fine of you, ma'am. So,
Yeah, the art streams are always a really good way, I think, for practice.
yeah, it's a different environment than being on your own.
Yeah.
You know what this photo needs? It needs some underside exposure. That's what it needs. This is nice and all, but what if like this leg was just like popped out like that? You see why? Yes, yes, yes. Why not?
I'm just glad to have my paint tool side back.
Yes, glad we could help with that.
Yes. I am very much happy.
Let's see.
I wonder what's the last art stream I actually did. Let's see. What was our last one? What was the last? I can gauge when it was around purely by what drawing I did. Let's see.
I can tell how long to go with this by how much I sucked. Oh, I sucked a lot less than that. That's more recent, isn't it? Well, then what?
Yeah, the art stream before that was when you were doing your box spray.
Yeah, I remember that. Never did anything with that. You got that up, by the way?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh shit, oh shit, there I am. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen that thing in a while. That's so funny. I love it.
Of course he's there.
I don't like the way the I don't know what you call it, satin, velvet, fucking silk, whatever you call that, the band on the hat. Like I was going for that like really high contrast, like really light, really dark look that like silk sometimes has, you know? I don't like it on the talk part because I don't know, the highlight just looks off to me now from a distance. Like the initial one is fine. No, I'm not redrawing this shit. Literally haven't seen this thing in a year because I don't even use it. So, but it is good. I do like it.
I do too. I think it's. I really like it. It's just a little dude.
Yes, it's a little Rayman raccoon. Hope Trash doesn't get up the set that I'm aping the style.
Man, raccoons are just.
Who doesn't love raccoons? Oh my gosh, there was this
My
fucking.
mom.
Oh, your mom doesn't.
She hates
Yeah, that makes sense.
raccoons. She stares at them.
There was this one video, right, where like some dude was going for his DoorDash, like food left at the door, right? And he goes and he looks, he opens the door, and there's like this big hole in the bottom of the bag, and like a tortilla's pulled out. It's like he got Chipotle or something, right?
Yeah.
And then he just like looks down the hall from like his apartment door, and you just see like one raccoon in a stairwell and another in the hallway looking at it like, hey, hey, could I have some more of that? That was pretty good. I'm back for more of it, and it's like approaching the dude, and he's like, "No, get out of it! What did you do? Get out of here!" It's so funny.
That's my food.
It's just like you get DoorDash, and then fucking raccoons come along and fucking be like, "Yoink, mine, thanks."
Yeah, that's a very raccoon thing to do, in my opinion. Sounds about
It was really,
right.
it was very funny to see like, oh, the pain. I feel the pain. So. Yeah, that's I don't know. But what else? Entertain me, Maggie. Entertain me and the audience at the same time. I demand content.
Hold on, I'm trying.
Anyways, enough focusing on the lower half. It's all about the personality. Let's work up here. And then elf ears, because it's going to be an elf. You know what I love, right? Okay, so let's talk about this because you're boring me here.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure something out with.
You're fine. So elves, right? Now,
Mhm.
you know, like I have a history of actually just hating on elves for fucking no reason, right? You know, like I've called them names, knife ear, all the offensive fantasy names for elves, right? In like D&D, or I think I made fun of you for being an elf in Final Fantasy a time or two,
Mhm.
right? So I don't actually dislike elves at all. But for the most part, I feel like most of the depiction of elves, in most properties is very one note, very cookie cutter, and usually very like it's so inconsequential that it's like when other races are like, "Oh, I hate the elves." It's like actually why though? Because it's like you just do because you're supposed to, not because of any actual like thing behind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like a cultural thing. It's not really a racial thing. Usually the elves are depicted as like, oh, they're like usually as pretty, if not prettier than humans, both the men and women. You know what I mean? As far as elves go, it's like so it's not for a lack of them being ugly. Like orcs or goblins, I can understand. But it's like, nah, they hot. Shit. Okay. Well, I hate you because you're hot. Is that really it? You know what I mean? Like, it's very dumb,
Yeah. I
and I
don't.
don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's like, well, I hate them because they hate us and they get in the way because they love nature or something, like if you go with that elf trope.
Yeah.
But normally, it's very rarely referenced why humans or other races have problems with elves, right?
Yeah. Like I know some of it's like, oh, the elves are pompous or some shit. Like they think they're know-it-alls or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. It's like, are they though?
Yeah.
But like, so yeah, I feel like both the tension between other races where they're like, oh, I don't like elves. It's like, yeah, but give me a reason why you don't like them, because I can understand the allegory to like real life discrimination and stuff like that. And elves are like a fantasy race, so it's safer to play around with those concepts. Um, you know what I mean? But it's like it's very much not explored or utilized to be like, let's make this realistic. Why do people dislike them? Oh, because of their beliefs or something, or they believe something really strongly the other way, and they, I don't know, or the way, whatever. But also, it's like, not only is it like, oh, we just hate elves for no reason, but also, like, when you see elves, they always are just like, what's the difference between them and anybody else? Their ears are slightly pointed at the tips. Like, if they had long hair, you'd never even know they're an elf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that's boring and lame and also stupid. Now, if it's like, oh, well, you go with the trope that elves are going to be like super short or something, it's like, then it's a little bit more reasonable to be like, okay, you can tell pretty quickly. Um, but I don't care for the short elf look either. Just I don't think it looks good. But what I do absolutely love is the depiction in Jack and Daxter in the Jack and Daxter series by Naughty Dog back in the 2000s, where everybody in the series is a fucking elf. Nobody ever makes any mention to it whatsoever. Nobody ever is like, we're elves, so we're blah blah blah. It's just like they all just have these extremely long elf ears, right? Everybody does. And when they talk and like move their head, like sometimes their ear will kind of like bow up and down and stuff like that and move. So it's got some cartoonish character to it.
Yeah.
And I love that version of Elf, but I find it so funny that throughout the entire series, nobody ever makes mention that it's like we are elves or they have like a name for themselves. Like that's never a point of discussion. And so the entire series could have been made where it's like you could have just made them human with human ears and nothing would have been really that different as far as like the story goes or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, they just decided to make all these motherfuckers have long ears as elves. And ever since, I'm like, you know what? That's a good elf. That's a good elf design. And I guess it is pretty close to like, I think World of Warcraft, Blizzard did that with their elves too, like their night elves and stuff. They made them like have these ridiculously long ears.
Yeah.
But it's like you will never mistake them for anybody else because they have these ridiculously long ears. And it's like, you know what? I can appreciate that. There's at least there's like a there's a design there that's like fun because of its
Yeah.
bouncy nature, like inherently because they're long and they're cartilaginous and whatnot. And they have some weight, so it's like, hey, that's I don't know. I've always liked that. So I hate seeing elves and other things where it's like they have the short pointy ears. It's like no, do the really long ears. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah. For the most part, I like having my elves with long ears. That's why I like Rhea has long ears.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Not long enough. Needs to be
well,
10 times longer.
I put them to the max.
I know you can't make them any longer, but
And
that's what
then
I'm saying. It's like even in Final Fantasy, it's like they're long, but not long enough.
like and then L's has like I'll give you a refresher.
Mm-hmm.
L's has like ridiculously long ears because I was like,
You got those downturned cow ears.
I love them. I love them.
Yeah,
Yes, she needs to have them. If she don't, I'm sad.
yeah. I can agree.
Like Els is my girl. I love her. Too bad she's dead but not dead.
Dead not dead. She lives in a cat.
Yeah.
When's Meg gonna join? Meg, when are you joining?
Meg, if you don't come in here, I'll cry.
Maggie's gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Did you hear her in the background?
No, I didn't.
She's like, I'm working on it. Velociraptor screech.
I don't get all the hate with elves though. I don't know. Also, I think my girlfriend seems to like elves a lot.
Elf fetishist.
What can I say? The elves are hot. Actually, okay. I like Final Fantasy elves, but why the heads gotta be so fucking tiny?
Um, you know what? That's a good question, but it's probably something to do with by decreasing the size of the head, it emphasizes the length of the body. Because Elezen look ridiculously tall, even if they're not really that tall in comparison to all the other races, but it's a proportion game.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like it'd be nice if you could just morph the head size of it. Well, I mean with mods you can, can't you?
Yes, technically
No, we don't talk about those.
speaking.
What are those? I've never heard of them.
I don't know what mods are.
So, yes. What are you drawing? not long enough ears for an elf, I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Gotta give her a cow ears then.
That's fun. Give her cow ears and some horns. And... Is it a her?
This one,
Then make her cute. Oh, the reason why, Meg, why I asked about the character, right? And then I'm like, no, you're wrong, because Meg said so. And that was primarily just because, she's like, who is that? Is that supposed to be, Phoebe? And then it's like, no, I don't think so. And then I was like thinking it's probably Nova. And then she's like, well, but it can't be Nova because the hair is wrong and stuff like that. And I'm like,
that's
okay,
fair.
Meg says that you're wrong because the hair is wrong.
The
So,
hair, yeah, is currently out of date, but the hair I was doing it was from when he was first Bunny Boy, not
I see.
and I was just going off of those references. So yeah, the hair is definitely outdated, but
Gotcha.
I just wanted the facial expression was mainly what I was going for, and I just thought of Irie when I was doing it, so I was just like, okay, here we go. Nova gets a little doodle.
A little doodle. Oh, well, that's nice. I wish I was very happy. Sorry. We can end the stream right now if you want.
You're good.
I'm gonna bring you down.
You're all good. Life sucks. But here we are.
Doesn't suck that bad.
Drawing titties.
Is that what we're doing?
I mean, she does have titties.
I mean, yes,
Those are
but
in fact titties.
is that all they are?
They're mommy milk. Designed to feed the offspring, but don't have to feed the offspring.
It's
Dual purpose.
it's advertisement is what it is.
Yes.
Advertisement for the young. They will not go hungry. Be assured.
Oh yes.
If you pick me, you can have all this. That's what it is. This is weird talking about tits from a biological fucking evolutionary biology perspective. Well, I'm glad you don't give a shit. Thanks. They're not just titties. They're a way of life.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's one
Live
way
by
to
the
put
titty,
it.
die by the titty.
No titty, we riot.
No titty, what's the point? I hate faces. I'm not good at them.
I'm sorry, sir.
Maggie, make me better at faces.
Did that help?
I don't think so.
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Shit. Well, that's disappointing. I guess it'll just be what it is then.
Yeah, sorry. I
It's fine. I felt it. You gave it your best shot. You did.
Yeah, I tried.
It's only a shame that it wasn't enough.
Yeah, yeah. My mom tells me that all
What
the time.
the fuck does that mean?
You know?
My mom says that to me all the time. Yeah.
Mama said life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get.
Except with me, you'll know you'll get disappointment.
You always hope like I know what
Do you know that for sure?
I fucking hope so.
God, wouldn't that suck?
Yeah. Yeah, it fucking would. My mom's just been gaslighting me my entire fucking life. I totally
I mean,
love you,
yeah, makes
sweetheart.
sense.
God, I fucking hate this kid.
The brow, the old shape in there. When in doubt, just do everything on a bunch of layers and then sculpt away like Da Vinci or some shit.
Da Vinci?
Yes, Da Vinci, sure.
Oh, we love Da Vinci.
Pretend that there's just two balls in the fucking head. Let's just pretend. We all know that that's a line, that the eyeball is flat. But let's pretend that they're spheres.
The little bitty spheres that if the immune system realized that we're dead, it could
What? Little itty bitty spheres that if your immune system knew they were there, they'd attack it and go blind?
Yeah, that's a fact. Your immune system.
I've never heard this before. That's
I,
bullshit.
it honestly could be bullshit, but I've heard it a lot. That apparently your immune system doesn't like
Doesn't know that your own eyeballs are there?
it may
No.
ignore them in some way, but if they turn their full attention, they would attack him and he would go blind.
Maybe what they're actually saying is that if your immune system was aware of where the eyeball, like your eyelids, so it's open to the environment, so like bacteria and stuff can definitely get in through the corner of your eyelids and stuff like that and into your orbital socket, right? That if your immune system was aware of all the bacteria and stuff that could get in there, that the inflammation of your immune system attacking that area to kill off the bacteria would cause you to go blind. That's my best interpretation of that.
This is what I see. The eye and the immune system establish a compromise in which either non-infectious agents and normal anti-agents confronting the eye are ignored by the immune system, or they elicit a suppression of immune response to ensure that inflammation will not be invoked.
Yeah, so it's the inflammation.
Yeah, so it chooses to ignore your eyeballs. But if it didn't ignore your eyeballs, no more eyeballs.
No more eyeballs.
No peepers.
God, I hate this. Do you love my eyeballs?
Yeah, I do.
Aren't they lovely?
Hell yeah.
It's spherical. Okay, and then we build the eye around it because, I don't know, I suck as an artist and I can't do this normally.
Imagine knowing how to art.
That's why I say I'm not an artist, you know? Because if I was, this wouldn't be so fucking tough.
There. There. I had to go to art fair. That's where a bunch of the
Hmm?
character refs are. Hello, cat. This is not the time for you to bother me. No.
But mother.
God. It is so weird looking at, like, older art.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, why did I do that? And then I'm just like, oh, it's because I didn't know how to draw it at the time.
Because I was doing the best I fucking could, I guess, and that's what I got.
Current me just sees it and is just like, Put me in the past out here trying my fucking best. Straight up though, like I see some of my old art I see and I'm like, ugh. I have like a physical, like,
A physical reaction to be like, ugh.
like, oh god, what is that?
Why is it so awful?
And then I'm like, I do shit.
How did? How dare?
Why did I make these choices?
Put all those together, I'm feeling comfortable with that. I mean, we got the basic look down, I feel.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
booty.
Would you like to see this? Would you make this your wallpaper?
Maybe.
Maybe. Wow.
I already have something else as my wallpaper, so I'm a dedicated bitch to my wallpapers.
And here's Meg.
Hello.
How's it going, dudes?
Good, good. There's your little speech bubble. There's your little person too.
My little
What is
person?
your little person? Yeah, on the stream. Are you on Maggie's stream?
Yeah, she should be.
But do you know where it is, Meg? Can you it's on Twitch if you want to watch.
I'm curious. I don't
Here,
know
let me
how to get there.
Yeah, I'll just drop you the link really quick.
Oh, thank you.
And you can use this to get there. There you go.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so cute.
You are cute. Declaring the obvious like that. So what will you be drawing today, Meg?
Feeling nostalgic, and actually, I'm going back and coloring an old drawing I did.
Oh, fun.
I mean, not old, but you know.
Yeah.
But I'll be sure to take screenshots and share my progress as I go.
Yes, yes, please.
See. What is she looking at? She's like, my ass is too fat. How dare. God damn it. That's what she's looking at, yes. Gotta ask yourself these questions when you're arting, you know? It's like, hey, what are they looking at? Oh,
Don't you
you know.
mean? Don't you mean asking yourself these questions?
You're straight to jail.
No,
Straight to jail.
no, go, not the jail.
Yes, jail.
No, I'll never make it.
I'll never survive in jail. Do you know what they'll do to me in there?
You'll become a boss.
No, worse, they'll constantly ask me for requests for art.
That is true. That is true. That would happen. The worst fucking nightmare. God. High school.
Oh
all
wow,
over
you're an
again.
artist? Yeah, I draw. Oh hey, can you draw me?
I'm afraid what
And
you'll do to me if I say no, so sure. By all means, brother, what do you want? Yeah.
I mean, we just met, and you know, but it's fine. It's cool.
You better draw me that picture. I'm gonna make you my bitch. Okay. Here you are.
Yes, draw something so that they can masturbate without.
Draw me like one of your French women.
Oh my god.
Do you know Navi from Please don't.
Can you draw her pregnant?
Oh,
No.
Chuck E. Cheese and Fazbear. Both. Give me
Yeah, with Freddy.
500 and I'll draw Freddy Fazbear.
Can you draw Sonic? No. Don't make me. Please.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever been asked, Maggie?
Um.
Unless that's classified.
Unless it's classified, but.
Um.
Or, wait, do I already know the answer to this one?
Probably should.
Okay, then never mind, I already remember.
I can.
No, that's fine, I remember.
I remember. Don't worry.
Yeah. The one that made me the most uncomfortable and weird was when someone asked me to draw Ophelia and my other D&D character.
Oh, yeah, that's right, there's that one too.
What? I have not heard of this.
Yeah.
They...
Oh joy.
I remember that, and you were like, yeah, it's not really my character, so it's not like something I can like do.
Also, it's my sister's character, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. Because it was like, yeah, it was, they had sent me the link to this drawing.
Oh god. I hate flipping.
Oh yeah, flipping always fucks everything up.
Flipping hurts.
And then, this drawing
It's a necessary evil, but it's
to
painful.
Ophelia.
Gotcha.
I'm really quiet. What message? What message? I didn't see any message.
What message?
Emily.
I didn't see any message either.
A message from the Lord.
I could turn myself up.
Apparently you're too fucking quiet.
General? Is that better?
I can start yelling. Will that help me be loud?
No, we're not.
You know what? You know
No,
what'd be
just kidding.
funny? If I was just talking to myself this whole time.
Yeah, just you. Oh.
Yes, you about the butts.
Oh, I'm
Just
only
talking.
Yeah,
saying
that's
that.
exactly what's been happening. Your audio is not being captured or something.
Oh.
No.
Or
my
it is
audio
very, very quiet.
captured. Okay, Emily did. She put something in chat. Hoping doesn't promise
I
me,
am.
so I won't be able to listen until I get home.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Em. Bye.
Really
Love
concerned.
you.
But Sheriff
Yep.
Emily's on the case, so.
Oh yeah, Emily's on the case. We'll be safe. But yeah,
Inez, fix your audio.
that
Yeah.
Out.
that particular um message was just like and then they like called my D&D character exotic, and I was like, stop.
Stop.
Don't like that.
No,
If you just would
don't.
have called her hot, I would have been fine with it, but calling her exotic was weird. She just so happens to have a little bit of tanner skin. Just stop.
Stop. I can do the Jontron. Stop.
And yeah, they're like, what did they all say? It was just like, yeah, like they're getting overwhelmed and like they're being conquered or whatnot, and it was like, no,
Nope.
no.
Mm-mm.
It ain't happening, Chief. Sorry, but that no.
Nice.
Then obviously there's Horseman, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would never trust that person with a horse. Let's just say that. If I knew this person in real life, I would be like, don't ever go over. He likes
Peter.
horses a little bit too.
The horse is here.
Beta. It's like, it was so like weird too, because it was just like, oh, okay, like he just has a thing for tickling. This is fine. Oh no.
Oh no,
This is
it's
getting
not
so much
fine.
worse. Why did this have to be like my first true NSFW commission? The furry community. The furry community, man.
Where do they get all that money, though?
I don't know, but that man was dead set.
By the way, for our community, I'm available. If you're
Oh
interested,
yeah, same.
hit me up.
If you need big titty cat girls, I will gladly provide.
Same. I'm there. I'm with it. I'm here for you. Tell you what. Don't you worry. We'll get you sorted.
Where do they get their money? I don't know. Wait, by the way, we're open for commissions.
But if you have money for me,
you know, and, hey,
I mean,
you know.
furries fucking run the world, man. So we all know it.
I mean, look, I'm not judging. I have my own. I can appreciate some of the stuff. You know what I'm
I
saying?
watch One Piece. Who am I to judge? I have stuck around for this long. Who am I to judge?
Yes. Who are you to judge? Shame on you.
I watched
Judger.
all of Rosario plus Vampire. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, I couldn't sit through one fucking episode of that shit.
I watched all of that in middle school. I don't know how the fuck I did that. I was so mad the entire time while I was watching it, though. I was like, what is this shit?
And then we flip it back. How? Okay, things are starting to come together. Although I think the mouth is kind of fucked now. Now that I think about it. Oh, you have sections on 2 different layers. Love it.
Layers. Like onions.
No.
Ogres have
Okay.
layers.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers.
Parfaits have layers.
Everybody love parfait.
That parfait we had at that bakery, I loved it.
I'm glad you loved it. I couldn't really care for it, honestly.
The strawberry and the matcha just go great together.
So we went to our own version of that bakery you took us to in the Bay Area.
Oh.
Yes.
They didn't
Not
have
as
it anymore because
not
it
as
was filmed.
cheap, and they still didn't have Meg's
They were all
sandwiches with the
out.
strawberry and the cream.
They were all out.
They were all out. Yes, they normally have. They make them. They're a menu item, but they just didn't have any. And Meg was very dissatisfied. But they had steamed pork buns and stuff. They had fucking
Rice bread.
uh
Lots
yeah,
of loaves of rice bread.
sure, rice bread and they had lots of good stuff, and we'll have to take y'all there sometime too.
Yes, please.
It really depends
Because
on what items you get there, in my opinion, because it's like
yeah,
either they're fucking bangers or they are just like, eh.
right.
I would say the was definitely those brown butter uh shells, the seashells.
Yeah, those things I didn't really care for. Maggie, what kind of hair should she have?
Long hair.
What kind of long hair? Wavy. Wavy. I
Yes.
go whoosh. I go a whoosh. That's what kind of hair. You know what? You know what? Compromise. It'll be wavy, but it'll be mostly in a ponytail.
Okay.
Because that's fun. It's a fun shape.
You know what a phase I wish I could go to and not feel bad about it?
Mm-hmm.
When I
Oh what?
only
Why don't
drew
you tell
one
us?
eyeball and just covered it up with emo hair.
Emo hair.
Those were the days.
Just did not have a care in the world. Just did not give a shit. I did not care that every single character looked the same in some way because they had the hair covering an eyeball. It wasn't because I wanted them to be emo. No. Purely because I didn't know how to draw the other eye.
That's fair. Everybody always goes through an emo phase.
Whether it's physically or in drawing.
Exactly. Mine was accidental.
I don't think anybody purposely goes through.
Mine,
Through
I
an
don't
emo
know,
phase.
mine was weird because mine was like, I don't know if I would call it emo. Like, it was more of like I don't know. Mine was like I like Homestuck.
You're like, what?
I like Homestuck. Wow.
Don't know what this is.
I love
What is this?
anime. I'm
What
not
is
going
this thing you keep referring to? This home stuff.
I'm not going to tell you what Homestuck is. You can look it up
Lame.
yourself and go from there. I cannot put myself through that. I left it behind for a reason.
Can't put myself through the shame again. Actually, it would have been turning forward. So it actually would have gone forward.
Just
Can't do it again.
It was a time. It no longer is that time.
I had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. And I'm glad it's the truth.
I'm pretty sure that's not the words.
And I owe it all to you.
Alright.
Fucking yes, it is. Those
No,
are
it's not.
totally the words. Yes, it is.
No, I'm almost sure it's not.
Well, I'm almost sure it is. So 2 against 1. I win.
Hey, I didn't give any argument in here.
Exactly. I take Maggie's vote because of lack of giving a shit.
I just don't know the words, so I can't tell you whether or not that's the lyric.
I claim your vote for my own personal use since you forfeit it.
Don't
Oh.
know if that's how that works, brother.
All right, where is she at? Is she at the mall? Is she at the beach?
What are you talking Oh.
Beach. The classic beach.
Beach day.
We love the
What
beaches.
color is her hair? Is it red? Is she a ginger? Does she have is she blonde?
Ooh,
Is she
blue cheeks and lots
tan?
of freckles. We love freckles in this household.
We love freckles in this household with a nice pale complexion and the red hair. Yes, of course. We all love the redheads. Those shiny Pokemon that are people.
What?
The amount of gingers that exist, it's so rare, they might as well be shiny Pokemon. They must be protected at all costs.
I'm gonna call Fox a shiny Pokemon. Oh, you shiny Pokemon, you. And he's gonna be like, what the
You shiny
fuck?
Pokemon of a person. Huh?
He's gonna be like, what?
Should I be offended right now, or?
Oh my god.
No, the rarest ones are the blonde gingers, though.
I've never heard of such a thing.
So, like, they're blonde, you know?
Okay,
But they
yeah,
have
I'm following
all
so
the
far.
fucking traits of, like, gingers. Because, like, when you're ginger and shit, usually, like, you have freckles. And then, like, their like, body hair is usually also ginger.
Uh-huh.
And so, when I was...
Do the curtains match the drapes, or what?
Dear God.
Legitimate questions for research.
From what I understand is that if you're ginger, like, all other body hair is, like, pretty much ginger as well.
Wow.
And so I had a friend, and blonde boy, very blonde, but since I have a pool, like one day he like came swimming and shit, and so like the boy had armpit hair, and I noticed his armpit hair was blonde, which is very unusual.
Yeah, I could see that being kind of like,
And I
huh,
was
how about that?
like, he's a blonde ginger.
Are you sure he didn't just dye his... Oh wait, no.
No.
His hair was ginger.
That
Okay.
particular boy, no. So no, he was blonde. He was a blonde boy,
Okay.
but his armpit hair was also blonde, which is
Huh.
very unusual. Because usually, other hair that isn't on your head is usually not the same color as your head.
These are words you're using, yes.
I don't want to get more specific. And so, it was just like, my brain was just like, he's a blonde ginger. This boy is a blonde ginger.
Well, I'll be.
He's a rare one.
Any Pokemon.
Shiny Pokemon.
Even shinier.
Even shinier.
Rarest of them all. Spawn rate, very, very low.
Pawn rate, very low. Do this.
He's a good kid, though. Good man, technically now.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Glad that he's a good man.
At least I hope so. I hope he's a good man. He's the reason why I watched fucking Rosario plus Vampire as well. He was like, I like this anime, you should watch it. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And what's funnier is that the dude's gay as well.
Well, way to go for outing him, Maggie. Jeez.
He was out already. Don't you worry. He was already out. He has been out. And it was just like, also I have not said his name. People that know him, and they already knew he was gay. So it doesn't matter. But it's like hindsight in 2020 is just like, he's like, I love Madoka, I love Rosario plus Vampire. And like now it's just like, why did you like me so much? Because if it's for the main character, why?
Yeah, like why even? Like he's not even that great.
Why him?
And if it's for the female lead, why?
I know he liked her, but not in like a romantic sense.
Not in a romantic sense.
Trust me.
Great.
I know the man was not the woman.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because I had a fat ass crush on him when I was younger.
Are you sure about that?
Yep, I did. I am 100% sure. I am very embarrassed.
It's okay, you didn't know.
You wanna hear something crazy, Maggie?
I
I fell for the same thing.
Yeah. Why does a gay man gotta be so appealing and then they're like, sorry, bro.
I don't know.
I don't like Gucci. And it's just like, no.
Then why did
Why did you
go
ask
with me
for
so
it?
much?
Because I'm gay.
Fuck! Oh, sweet though. Once my mom, like, she was like, oh, your friend, because she knew when certain, my friends were gay. To her, it was obvious. To me, I was like, no, they're not. No.
They're just confused.
It wasn't me saying they were confused. It was more of like, they haven't told me, so.
It's like, how to use your intuition.
Then, like, a year later, they tell me they're gay.
Damn it, mom's right again. One more on the chalkboard for her. Fuck, I'm losing this game.
Damn it, why do I have to have a crush on you?
How does she know?
Shit. But then me assuming the best friend role of them being like, yep, I'm here. I will listen to you, buddy. I got your back.
Alright. There we go. The bikini, done. Coverage, minimal.
Oh, as it should be.
Perfect. I like to think that the lower half is like strung. You know those one where it's like I don't know how to describe them. They're like overalls. You see Borat wearing it, right? That that kind, right? Where it's like the shoulders goes all the way down to the crotch.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm thinking, but I'm thinking that the top is more of a normal shape, but it is all one piece. But then it's just a single string that goes from both the back and then it connects at the bust line, and then it wraps around and then it goes back up to the top and connects at the bust line again.
Yeah.
And that's how it works. All right.
So, what?
Anyways, Meg, how's your drawing going? Let's see that.
Huh?
Let's see how your drawing's going.
Oh shit! I got in the zone. I'm sorry. I forgot.
No, 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 no. It's good you're in the zone. I'm in the zone too. I'm feeling good about this drawing so far.
As you should.
You know what? Let's for funsies, let's do some background work. Because if it's at the beach, it's gotta be at the beach.
God, when I was younger, this was before I knew I also liked ladies. But there was
Mm. Yes,
sorry, I was
we're waiting.
uh so before I knew I also liked the women.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think it was like sim models
Uh-huh.
or whatnot for like probably like Sims 2 or Sims 3. And like people would do video edits of the characters in bikinis,
Nice.
and I would watch them and I would be like, I really liked the videos. Oh, it's so cute.
What happened? Did I miss it? Is it on stream?
I'm gonna put it on James.
Do the classic fisheye aesthetic. Aww. Toonrider and Phoebe.
Yes.
Yeah. See, you know what? Let's pull out some paint. Let's do some paint for fun.
But so I would watch
Why
these
not? Let's go
videos,
crazy.
and like I felt bad watching them. Like
Uh-huh.
I was doing something I wasn't supposed to. 'Cause
Oh.
the models were in bikinis.
Bad.
And then it was like, now looking back on it, it's just like, wow, I just definitely liked the women in the bikinis. Just kind of how like I watched the Lady Gaga Bad Romance music video a lot.
God, I forget how much younger you are compared to me. Like, I remember when that came out.
I do too. I also remember when that came
You were
out.
very young when that happened.
I was in elementary school, and I really liked that music video for some reason.
You fucking pervert, you.
I was a child. I had no idea why I liked the video.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling you a
This is a
pervert.
very nice video. Very nice, very pretty. Me looking back, I just acted because
Yep, that'll do it. Lazy. We'll use the select tool. One thing I know I need to learn about my art is I need to be a lot less serious about the whole thing, you know, the whole process.
Yes.
Because when you're caught up in all this shit, it's like you slow down and then you don't do anything because, yeah,
You cry.
just gotta
You
have
contemplate life.
fun with
You
it.
wonder why you're here.
Remember the leprechaun? The one on the cereal box.
What am I supposed to remember about the leprechaun?
He spends all day running away from the kids trying to hide his Lucky Charms, but at the end of the day, it's just cornflakes.
Alright, I'm out. Good night, everybody.
It got too weird.
Do you not understand the metaphor? I don't think I understood the metaphor.
What does that have to do with drawing elf girl ass, Meg? What does that have to do with it?
They're magically delicious.
Yeah, they are. All right, I'll give it to you.
I apologize.
No, that was good. That was a good one. I approve of that one. Delicious.
We should make a T-shirt.
I used to fucking eat Lucky Charms like
Oh, I had Lucky Charms and I would mix them with my Cocoa Puffs. Back when Cocoa Puffs were good.
You know, you're so weird about mixing your cereal now. What happened to that, Meg? Can I have that, Meg? That one sounds fun.
No, that Meg had problems.
But fun problems. Sounds like she had
No.
daddy issues.
no.
My God.
She had crippling depression. Thank you.
Spurred on by daddy issues. See, it's full circle.
Oh my god.
Whether it's true or not, you don't gotta have to say it, brother.
Yeah, I know. What do we think about this? Good bones? Good bones?
Yeah,
I'm
Monkey
fishing for
bones.
compliments here. Am I catching anything?
you are.
Monkey bones.
More!
More.
More. Jesus Christ.
Like this isn't bad. I mean, you've already done like 6 drawings already. I seen you. I saw what you been doing.
I've just been sketching.
You just been sketching.
Yeah, nothing's been finalized, brother. I'm
Well then.
still kind of getting used. It is so weird. So like because of the iPad, like
Yeah.
it's weird going back and forth because I have to get used to my computer tablet and then
Mm-hmm.
the iPad tablet.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, what shit?
I deleted a layer. Just hit the back button and it just clears the layer. Which is not good when you accidentally hit the back button next to your mouse. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. Please continue.
No, you're good. You're good. But like, it's interesting because like because what I found myself doing is that I tried to move around on my computer tablet with my fingers and stuff.
Oh, like it's the...
And do like the undo movements because it's become like second nature now on the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
So like my brain is just like, wait a minute, I can't do it on this.
You know what? For funsies, we will actually pull out the color mixing built into Clip Studio Paint. Why not? Have you ever played around with this, Maggie?
Not really, but I think Psy has something like that.
The color mixing?
Yeah. There's like, yeah, color mixing. I guess the swatch is better. Scratch pad. That's what it is. Yeah, the scratch pad is what it is. On the side. I personally don't like it.
Yeah, neither do I, but... we'll use it for this one, because why not? Because... for funs. So,
Buttons on a shirt.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of stop talking.
I got
Oh.
focus, I'm sorry.
Got focused.
Me too.
Focusing. Focusing. Happy little clouds.
Happy little clouds.
And if you tell anyone that that bush is there, I will cut you.
I will cut you.
Family Guy. Oh my god.
That fucking movie, dude.
I'm pretty sure it melted half my brain because I was like running on like 40%
Dude,
today.
same. Right at the
Oh,
end of the
it was
movie,
so
I was
good
like,
though.
What the fuck? I don't know. I still can't believe that fucking played in theaters. The fact that that played in theaters has me still in disbelief.
It's impressive.
I wish I had seen it in theaters.
Is chosen
Just like always, just Nigel Thornberrying fucking the
It
entire
is.
time. Yeah, that's what it was.
It totally was. That's what I would. That's what it reminded me of. Thank you. The dubs are amazing.
There we go. Nice and sunny and bright and fun. We're having a fun day at the beach. There we go.
Did you bring the sunscreen?
Oh, you know I did.
Okay, good, because sunscreen is very important. You don't want to get burnt. Burnt is not fun.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you rub it in.
Especially for this ginger beauty because, you know, fair skin burn easily. Yep.
Yep.
You know what? For fun, let's start doing some color too. Let's see. So yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about?
Stop.
Hey, did you see that sky today? Talk about blue.
Talk about blue. And still nothing.
More broccoli?
Or broccoli?
You know what's the one thing I've always wanted to eat?
What have you always wanted to eat? Please tell us.
Krunk's spinach puffs.
My spinach puffs.
You know what? Fair. I also wish to try. I haven't had any spinach puff before, but I love me some broccoli and spinach. So
I want to know.
I'm sure there's a recipe out there.
I bet there is.
I bet there's a Binging with Babish episode that has it. Probably.
Oh, that's true. There has to. I think there was actually.
When I was a kid, I was like, damn, those look so good.
Like my dude, toss me one.
swap the. I want it to be a little bit blendy. Oh yeah.
Darn, this program feels so good. And you know what? I'm a smart cookie because I fucking took screenshots of my brushes and sent them to myself. So I was
I
able
mean-
to put in my brush settings on this as soon as possible.
Yeah, nice problem solving.
That works.
Good job. You get a gold star.
How precious this brush is to me.
I really don't.
I
But you know what you should do? You should make backups of your shit then, if they're so fucking precious.
I just need a screenshot.
You should back up the screenshot.
Fair enough.
Yes. The hair. Yes, right. Now for the skin. Nah, she's been in the sun. It's got to be a little warmer than that. You know what I mean? Got tan.
Hair doesn't get tan.
The body does. You know, we'll go with a pink base, pinkish base, and then we'll there. Or light from there. How about that?
God, I fucking love Undertale. I'll say Undertale music is what got me doing commissions for that one horse day.
What an odd.
Like by the end
What
of it,
inspired you to do commissions?
I was-
Undertale music?
I was
What?
suffering because of this man, and I was like, I need something to get me through this. And Undertale proved to be my saving grace. I was just like, yeah, this is fine. Also, Tara's out there. If there's an art commission that makes you very uncomfortable, it is a-okay to say no. Trust
But
me.
saying no is for quitters,
No, it's
so.
not. No, it's not. No.
Did I color that in manually when I didn't have to? You bet your sweet ass I did. When I could have just fucking select looped. Like that. Boom. Fun. You know what? It doesn't show up as pink on your stream to me. Which I kind of hate, because to me it's like clearly sunburn pink, you know what I mean? But for on my regular screen, on my normal screen, not my drawing tablet, it's like, oh no, that's just more like just a pretty mid skin tone, you know what I mean?
feel that, dude. Like,
And it's like, no, don't be that way.
when I was still using my Dell laptop and I
Mm-hmm.
switched, or when I switched, I was like, why are the colors the same?
Yeah.
Because the Dell laptop, the fucking colors are all fucked up on there. And like even when I try to fix them, they just weren't right. And so, but luckily, like what I've done now on at least with this tablet
Mm-hmm.
and other computers, they're close enough to where I don't notice it anymore. Where with my old Dell laptop, it was so bad. I was like, why do the colors look so off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a difference in the way they your contrast and color settings on your computer and stuff, and it's like, ooh, that's orange. Let's see. What's that? That's more of a tan. See, this is closer to what I was seeing right here. It's like way more obviously sunburn color,
Yeah.
but to you it was way more like normalish mid-tone, and I'm like, ooh. I'm liking this. This is coming out okay. What color is the bikini, ladies? Green, because it contrasts with the red-orange hair.
That's what I was gonna say, like a greenish blue.
Neon green. You got it.
All right. Whatever floats your boat, brother.
A greenish blue.
Does that float your boat?
Well, is a greenish blue? Is that like a teal? Is that like an aquamarine or some shit? Like,
Aquamarine, yeah. That's just my personal favorite of like greenish colors.
let's see. If we were to pick exactly, let's experiment by using the color wheel. So somewhere around there. So our exact inverse would be way more somewhere around the light blue. But you know what? The sky, the background is already going to be blue. That like light blue color. So I feel like green is going to be more eye-catching as far as everything goes. Yeah.
You know what's also funny about like being an artistic person?
Tell me what's so funny about being an autistic person.
Artistic or autistic?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Oh my god.
No.
Go ahead. Tell me about myself, Maggie.
It's that like because of like having to like think about color choices and everything, and then seeing how like for example, there's this like house that got renovated that's nearby my house.
Okay.
And they painted this house with different shades of gray.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that they didn't use coherent shades of gray.
Ooh.
And so, like, a bunch of that, so, like, some spots were warm gray, some spots were cool gray, and it didn't make sense where they were, like, why they were that color in those places. And I was very,
weird.
very, very upset. Because I'm just like, it's not, they don't complement each other.
Like, was it not like clear with like where the trim should be and stuff like that? Like, what's the?
It was more like I don't know, like the house itself was like a cool gray,
Mhm.
and then like some siding would be warm gray, and it's just like, why is there warm gray right there? It shouldn't be a warm gray. It should be
Mhm.
more of a neutral gray, if anything. But I guess go off, and it just the house just
Doesn't work.
doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. I hate it.
That's funny. That's funny. You're funny.
It makes me angry every time I see the house. Because I'm like, no, doesn't. That's not how it's supposed
No.
to go.
No.
Fucking hate drawing braids.
Booty. I liked you, and I want you. And we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Choice is yours. What color are her eyes?
Pink.
Pink?
I don't know.
That's a different one.
Yellow.
No, we'll do that. Pink. First idea, best idea.
Okay.
Holy shit, it's just an elf. No. Yes. No? Yes. Yeah, it's an elf Blossom from Powerpuff Girls cuz she had red hair and pink eyes, right? Cuz it's like their eye color correlated to their outfit color for some reason.
Yes.
So there you go. All right, pink it is. Excellent. Well, I'm done. I don't feel like drawing anymore. I'm happy with it, and I'm just gonna fuck it up even worse, right? So, so that's it. Game's over.
Streams
Good night,
ended.
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Right? Like that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, oh, cool. It's looking good, and now I'm lazy, and I'm like, any more work is just gonna make it worse.
I feel you.
Oh, Meg said that she wanted to do emojis too, and I said, yeah, if you do them, I'll put them in the Discord server.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, but then I started not liking how they. So I gave up
Oh,
on that.
you gave up?
I gave up.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you, man.
Maggie, how do you like doing emojis? Do you feel like a lot of detail gets lost in translation because of the size?
Uh,
Excuse me.
mainly like getting the line thickness right, honestly.
Yeah.
Because if it's too like thin, then it just doesn't translate well when it's smaller.
Right.
So, yeah.
Giggle.
Meg.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah. I want to know.
That's what she
What
said.
are you laughing at, you fucking gremlin? Oh, that's what she said? That's what you're laughing at? You fucking child, you?
What she said.
That's what she said!
That's what she said.
She's seeking her God on his screen. Can't blame her for that.
I love you, hon. You're funny.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's a bit rough, but for the most part, it's actually pretty fun. Because
Yeah.
I like drawing expressions.
I need to work on my expressions.
You should
I don't know how to draw them.
you
Do you have any? You know what? How about that? Yeah, hold on. What should I do? Tell me. Tell me. Do you have a thing? You know what I kind of hate about about my fucking drawing right now? That it is very unoriginal. It's like the beach scene, you know, with the fisheye lens and the low angle. It's like this is like AI generated. Like the AI could have generated this fucking photo for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, you put in the effort, so I don't know.
I did put in the effort. How long has it taken me? How long have we been streaming? 2 hours?
Nearly 2
Actually,
hours, yes.
that's not too bad from scratch. The only thing that I did beforehand was set up the model with the pose.
Yep.
But otherwise that's not too bad. And I didn't even trace it. I used it as a reference. I've learned something recently, but before I go like ADHD tangent, tell me what I should do to improve my. You sent it to me? Cool. I like being sent things. Oh, okay. So so what? Do you just kind of redraw these or
You put them up, have them as a reference, and you kind of like, draw them in your own way.
I see.
But it's so like, because I can understand coming up with like facial expressions on the fly is hard.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Like this one, it's like, oh, general. It's like mouth open, slight smile, eyes are open, but not too wide or anything like that. It's like I'm just doing something basic, but it's like it doesn't really have too much, like, emphasis, onus. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, I'll use references. Got it.
But yeah, like those are really fun just because it's just like there's so many of them
Mm-hmm.
that it's just like there's plenty of like material.
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah. I mean, like I've found stuff on Pinterest and whatnot where it's like, oh, expressions and mouths and eyes, and it's like I could use those things, but then I download them and then I never pull them up and I never use them.
Well, that sounds like a you problem then, buddy.
It is a me problem. You are darn right. But I don't know. There's something about it where it's just like I refuse to use it because it's like then it's not like original because then I'll just be copying too much.
Sir, here's
I know that's I look. I know how dumb that actually is. Trust me, I'm aware.
yeah, you gotta be confident that you ain't original. Am I original?
I
Fuck
I
no.
I know. Well, you see, and that's the thing is, I'm pissed that I'm not original because I'm doing this kind of like this photo right now. Literally millions of them on the internet
Yeah.
like this exact image. You know what I mean? There's nothing special about this one
Technically
whatsoever.
speaking, it is special in its own right because you drew it, so it's in your own style.
Fair, fair for whatever that counts for. Not much.
I think it is. It's still your original piece of art.
It's my original version of the thing that's been done thousands of times, and if you
You-
saw it, you'd look
you-
at it for 3
here-
seconds and then never see it again. What?
Here's a way to help. Just pretend you're Kanye West. There you go. Boom.
That's actually not the worst advice. No. Hold on. So there actually is. That sounds very. It sounds silly. It sounds like dumb.
He's not even Kanye West anymore.
He's not even Kanye. It's just Ye now.
I thought
But
it was
there-
Northwest now.
No, it's Ye. It's just Ye.
I'm pretty
No,
sure it's
Northwest is his child.
Oh shit.
Yes,
Oh,
North is the child, is the little girl child of him and Kim Kardashian. Anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is irrelevant. Point is that there is a method to that madness. When you say just pretend you're Kanye West, that's actually not the worst advice, because you know what happens? There's there are plenty of very successful people who are also very incompetent. Fact. Who are incompetent and unskilled, right? These people exist. You've seen them before, and you ask, how the hell are they making money doing whatever it is that they're doing? Like, how are you successful? And then you look at yourself and say, I'm not, right? And it's the lack of self-awareness. It is the belief that you are good even when you are not. And that gets you a lot further than you'd expect.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because if you don't have that self-awareness, then you can't say to yourself that I am not good and quit while I'm ahead, right?
Yeah.
And because you didn't quit when you were ahead, people actually said, yeah, I'll give you money for whatever it is that you're doing, whatever job you're doing. Yeah, I believe in you because you believe in you, and I appreciate that, even
have
when they clearly
confidence.
don't.
You
It
have-
really is.
What is it? You got Moxie?
Sure.
Yeah.
That is 100% an important factor in anything you do, because if you don't have that, people can tell and they'll take advantage of it.
Fair.
So, yes. In fact, that's not the worst advice you could give somebody. Just pretend you're Kanye West. You're right, Meg. This is the hottest fucking elf beach photo ever. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Everybody's gonna love it when I'm done with it.
Yes. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. Also, I'm Jesus.
I don't know if we want to go that far.
I'm pretty sure that that's true.
Oh my god. Good night, everybody.
Right? But like seriously, like that I mean realistically that is the it's not the worst bit of advice I've ever heard, because I know myself very much suffers from the lack of self-confidence comparing yourself to somebody else. You know what I mean? And saying you're not good enough, which is good for self-improvement, because if you're completely so up your own ass that you don't even think like, what could I do better? What am I doing wrong? Where can I improve? If you don't have that little voice, telling you that, then it's not going to work out very well for you. You're going to stagnate, right? Flip side, there is a time and place for that. And when it comes to anything that you're going to be doing publicly, I guess, as far as like, if you want to make something or do something, and if you just start doing it, not too concerned about the quality. I mean, you want it to be the best that you can make it, but don't quit while you're ahead and say the quality isn't there compared to so and so, so I will just not try at all, because often what people need is to build momentum and to trial by fire and say, where am I screwing up?
Whoa, whoa, what? Whoa, what happened? Who's why are you
I'm
laughing?
sorry, I saw Maggie's stream and I saw the face!
What's the face?
I was trying to zoom in so you can see.
Okay, I don't. I'm so confused.
I
What
was in I was in a motivational speech, and you go and pull that shit out, and as I'm watching your fucking stream, and that face.
I needed different eyes.
I don't know.
Okay,
Look at my stream face.
Okay.
Meg, yeah, pull up the stream so you can.
I knew immediately why you lost it.
I mean, it is on a delay the stream
Oh my
to see your
God.
piece, so it took me like a hot 10 seconds, but yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
like
So well done.
it's well done, but it's also like it's fucking ugly, dude.
Oh, no.
That's fine. So
Uh-huh.
when Moon was asking me about emotes, I was like, oh wait, I should have a laugh like this, like that one meme. And I showed it to her and she was like, what the heck is that? And I was just like, it's for you.
I like it just for how like obviously like but it still gets that vibe across of like heh, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to zoom in fast enough so that you wouldn't get distracted by it.
I totally got distracted by it.
I know.
Oh,
That was amazing.
I knew immediately what it was.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to see that as a drawing that you made at some point. Because it's so like, it's nothing like I've ever seen you draw before. Because, like, it's, like, the teeth in the mouth is very good, by the way. Well, not that great. The lip placement is kind of weird now that I look at it longer, but
It's supposed to be a shitpost. So
it looks like the lip, like there is no lip, like it just melds into the gums.
If you look at the reference of the dude, it would make sense.
I'm just saying there needs like a little bit of a shadow there or something
No,
to separate.
It's perfect the way it is.
Okay, then.
I mean, it got you, didn't it?
It really fucking did, but it was just because it was very unexpected. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, being too self-aware can be damaging because you'll quit before you even gave yourself a shot, and who knows, maybe other people like your stuff too, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And that's true for lots of different things, whether it be art or whatever other job you do. Maybe you can do it. I mean, try your best, make sure you're your best, but don't sell yourself short either. And don't be afraid to ask for your money, your bag, if you will, for your work. You know what I mean? Because maybe you deserve it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not the best judge of yourself. But you know what? If you do judge yourself all the time, that's probably a good thing, because then that means that you like give a shit. You know what I mean? You want to be better. You want to improve. You want to be the best there ever was.
I wanna be the very best, but
Also, you know,
no one ever was.
I do like your little thumbnail and how well it's translated into the final piece. That looks very nice. Looks awesome.
Thank you.
Jealous, envious of your ability and your skill. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Anyways, so I realized that and only very, 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 very recently have I realized that using the 3D models that you can, work with on Clip Studio Paint, it really is better to not. It can be tempting to just trace over them because it's like they're literally on your screen. It's that easy.
Yeah.
But I think you get more out of it when you use it as a understanding of the construction of the body and where things are supposed to be placed in sort of like where things go, and then build around that, because part of drawing is not only understanding, you know, like forms and shapes and stuff, but it's also to play around and push and pull things the way you want to get the desired outcome out of it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it doesn't have to be realistic.
Yeah.
You know. But I've done enough rambling now.
I traced once.
Did you now?
Yeah, when I was like a little kid.
The first time we got internet, I traced. That was years ago. Back when they were not IMAX, they were, what were they? Fucking pairs? No.
So you've always had like a Mac computer.
Yeah, literally, my stepdad's grandfather gifted the family with the first Mac ever. What was it? iMac? The fucking little turquoise box thing.
That wasn't the first. There's Macintosh computers have been around for a while, Meg. Okay.
Still that when it was cool, the cool one.
About, yeah.
I do too.
Thank
Like
you.
schools notoriously had these things because they were fucking cheap. It was the all-in-one. Like the computer was in the screen. Fucking Macs.
Yeah. Well, he gifted the family that, and we all instantly got addicted to it to the point where we fought over it. And whenever it
Yeah.
was my turn to be on the the Macintosh,
It's
got
my
so
turn
upset.
to use this Xbox.
Oh God.
And her name is Sony.
I would always, because I was a Lion King fan back then. I was a Lion King girl, so little kid, so
Kovu?
I'm gonna step away real quick. You tell this story, Meg.
yeah, I would just literally rip a binder paper and just plop it on the fucking screen and trace Lion King screenshot.
I feel you, dude. Like, I used to...
It was the poor person's tablet.
Like, they... It's just like... I want... As a child, it was just like, yes, this is what I want. Let me... I want... I need...
I have that creativity.
But I cannot translate it, but this person can translate it.
It's good.
So I will put it on my own paper.
I take a tablet and I draw it.
Well, you know, sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, there's a YouTuber I used to watch, and I used to, like, pause their videos when I was a little kid and just, like, trace the fuck out of their videos. And I was like, I love this.
And you know what? You know what? I lost my fucking drawing book, actually. Shit.
And you know what else? I think the pizza's getting cold.
Not the pizza!
I'm sorry. The Krusty Krab pizza.
How can it get any worse? Krusty Krab! Yeah! Is the pizza, yeah, for you and me?
Oh my god.
I think Discord definitely cut that out.
Oh yeah, it did. It definitely did.
Oh yeah.
I'm deaf.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised I actually managed to hit the high note. Oh, there's my drawing glove. I found it.
Yay.
But yeah, I was gonna say tracing. Actually, you know what? Good thing. Should do it.
Tracing is good, especially for beginner artists that are having a difficult time with stuff or just starting out, like you shouldn't post it, obviously.
Well,
However,
obviously, it's not for posting. It's more for personal
yeah, it's definitely for
use.
practice. Like, I highly am of a believer that tracing is just a natural thing that beginner artists are going to do,
Hmm.
and that they shouldn't be ashamed of it.
Yes.
Because,
Yes.
like, I know when I was younger, I was like, I traced before. But I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I traced before when I was younger. Like, there was a whole, like, debacle on, like, Twitter art community for a hot minute.
Hmm.
Where people were talking about, like, tracing art, if it's, okay and whatnot.
I mean, it's a thing you can do.
And like, I know I gave my 2 cents, and I was like, yeah, and I like even cited which person that I traced when I was a kid, and I was like, yeah, I traced this person for a fucking long ass time
Right.
when I was a kid, and you know what? It helped me get like the basics and for like certain like anatomy and like placement wise.
Well, and also, you know what? There's even a beneficial psychological aspect to tracing, right? Because what it is, realistically, what keeps a person drawing in general? Like, what makes a person draw? What keeps them drawing? What keeps them motivated, right? And part of that, you could argue, is that the person has the enjoyment and motivation, right?
Yeah.
But what is really demotivating, for a lot of people, is that they draw something, it's awful, it doesn't look good, and then they say drawing is not for me, it doesn't look good, and I can't do it, right? And so by tracing, like, let's say, because okay, so back in the day when I traced, I had like gotten for some reason some sheets of like actual tracing paper, like very, very thin paper. If anything, I think you'd use it for more like animation or something if you were to do hand drawn animation.
Yeah.
But that's what it's super, super thin, so it's designed to be like traced with, right? Like that's the whole point. And for me, the thing that I traced uh was, for some reason, I don't know why, I had like the case for World of Warcraft. And it wasn't the common like version of the case that had the dwarf on it. It was like the copy that had, I think, it maybe there was an expansion or something that the case had come with, so it had like a blood elf or something on it, and it was like with blonde hair, and it was very flowy, and stuff like that, if anybody knows what I'm talking about or comes to,
Nope.
if the image comes to mind. But point is like that's what I traced, right? And after I was done tracing, it's like, on one hand, I didn't really care that I had traced it, because now I had like a version of it that I did myself. You know what I mean? And it was like, it was cool to have, you know what I mean? It was just nice to have like something that looked really, really cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also it gave me the experience of like where I'm placing, like you said, placement and anatomy and stuff like that. It's like when you follow the strokes of somebody else who drew something, that's a little bit of an experience, that's experience in itself, because it creates a little bit of a muscle memory and a spatial memory.
Yeah.
But also, then after it's done, then you have something that actually looks halfway decent.
Yep.
And just having that alone would then be something where somebody would say, wow, that was fun, and look at this cool thing that I have afterwards, it looks good, I'm going to now do more, right? So if anything, it probably has a beneficial psychological effect on people who want to start getting into drawing by tracing something that they like,
Yeah.
that they then have build the confidence to say, ooh, I want to do this more, and I want to draw more pictures, and then maybe I'll use these as things that I will make my own pictures with, and then you'll get to the point where you don't need to trace anymore. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, it'll be too much of a hassle to find a reference, and you'd rather just start drawing. You know what I mean? But until you get to that point, you're in the baby drawing phases, and I think tracing is probably really good for people overall.
I mean, hell, look at me. I'm here. Started tracing Warrior Cat videos.
Right.
And look at me now. Just having creating art.
I hear the depression.
But honestly,
I hear the
yeah,
sorrow.
it's it's interesting how fast you can grow as well. Cause like,
Do you want to talk about the PewDiePie video? Or videos?
I haven't watched that video. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't watched it.
Well, it's impressive, and it's actually kind of inspiring. But continue, and I'll pull that in once you say what you say.
But like, it's interesting how fast you can grow because like, because at some point you just, yeah, you're your own worst critic, but at the same time you're your world's best motivation at times. Especially when you're like in the baby phases, because you're just like, I want this, give me this.
Well, not only that, you're your own motivation. You're what disciplines you to continue moving forward. You know, if you don't do that, then and nobody else will, right? You have to be your own motivator when it comes to something like art, because nobody's gonna say you should sit down and learn and get better, and you say okay, sure, and then you do it, and then you find the rhythm. It's really something. It's one of those few things, I think, in our modern day that's really very much like a self-motivated thing inherently. Like, it's one thing to go to school, and then it's like you have to learn this, that, or the other thing if you want like a good career. But art, it's like there is no promise of any career. It's something where it's like you have to sit down and you have to push yourself to do it, to get good at it, and then make it into a career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nobody is going to be like, you should become an artist. That's the career path you should go down. No, this is entirely on you if you want to try doing something with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's super, super key. And so yeah.
Highly recommend. Art is a very. What I like about art is its own way of escapism. I guess is the best way to
Yeah.
say it for me. I like having that.
You know what? Let's do like a cool color.
Jesus Christ.
Powerful tired.
Just like a way to like draw out your thoughts or just like express certain emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels nice to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know else how to explain it.
It's nice to have a space where it's entirely on you, because it starts out blank. And then when you work through it, your skill comes out, you get to see what you have done afterwards. You get to observe if you've gotten good at it, you see how good it's come along. It fills you with a sense of accomplishment, because it's like, this image that I created didn't exist until I created it. You know what I mean? And well, obviously you want to draw things, within rules. It's like you're still the one setting the rules. So there's a bit of a freedom there. And as long as you allow yourself to enjoy it, and you're not super critical, like I'm not critical of this at all. I was just like, I'm gonna draw something completely, because I have things that I could be working on, actual drawings that are like, oh, this will be used in something or for something. But this is just a feel like, and I've enjoyed the entire process because I'm just kind of doing it,
Yeah.
and I like how it came out so far. So that's what's nice about art.
I get to do what I want as I please.
You can draw whatever you want. But yeah, pointing out the PewDiePie thing, right? So watching, I didn't really watch the actual videos that he put out himself because for some reason I wasn't subscribed. I probably unsubscribed a while back, right? But and forgotten about it. But when watching a couple of the other artists who then watch the video and then talk about it and like, oh, let's take a look at it. Like, is it really as impressive as it's cracked up to be or whatever? And as you're watching them watch it, you're essentially watching it together, and PewDiePie's talking about his process. It's really, really cool because PewDiePie seems to be one of those people. Felix, we'll just call him Felix, right? It's easier. Felix seems to be one of those people with art, where he, oddly enough, had the benefit of working from a place where his cup was empty. You ever heard that, like, that stereotypical, like, I don't know, I can't remember if it was in some like movie or something, like Karate Kid or some shit, where it's like you're starting from a place where, hold on, you're starting from a place where your cup is full, and then you can't you're not like you're not taking in the new information in order to improve because you're already like, you've got these preconceived notions. The way he talked about his the drawing stuff, and it's like, people said I should do this, so that's what I did. Like, he's not starting from any preconceived notion of drawing, and then by following just like the recommendation of draw what you like, use references, but don't trace. Just following those three tenets, he got from really, really awful, like, as far as like basically people say it's like a moe anime style, right? He started off really amateur, and in 30 days and then 100 days, it's like he's very competent at the style through the simple act of using references, trying to redraw those references, but not tracing, because he's clearly looking at a reference and then attempting to draw it in a sketchbook. So it's like there's no tracing involved. It's just trying to reconstruct it.
Yeah.
And over time, he builds he starts to comment that he's like, oh, I hate looking at these because now I see that the head shape is too big here, or this is too small, or the angle is weird, or the eye shouldn't sit here, it should sit there. Because he's starting to see, he's beginning to believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the place that, is it weird that I can hear some of these emotes? Like, yes, that is a good point, Emily. You're right. I think that's a good emote right there. Is when you can understand the expression immediately. Emily commented in the chat, you see. So that's why I cut off. But anyways, you were gonna say something and then I cut you off because I was like, no, shut up, I'm talking.
No, I was gonna say, like, he has a somewhat art background from what I understand. As well. So he does have like some like kind of a little bit, but from what I understand, it wasn't like this type of art though.
Yeah, maybe he already had some understanding of things, like his grasp of color and stuff. A lot of people pointed out, like, you understand and got that down pretty quickly and pretty down pat to where it's like it looks good and it's really impressive. But aside from that, you could see it in just because you have a little bit of an art background. I don't know what he would have it in. If it was like graphic design stuff, maybe, but
it was, I forgot what it was. It was
Mhm.
quite a while ago.
Mhm.
When he was talking about like his college days and what he did before he like dropped out of college and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And he did some art stuff.
Okay.
I forgot, but he used to like sell and stuff like that.
Okay.
I just
He
can't.
used to sell
Yeah, he would sell art pieces.
like paintings or something. I would love for you to pull it up because
It's been such a long time. Let's see if I can find it.
fair enough. Maybe he was then for a lot of it knocking the rust off, if you will,
Yeah, it
as far as
was.
the technical ability and understanding, but
He used to do like
from
Photoshop art stuff.
Photoshop art stuff, huh?
Yeah, like it's a video from 2017 called "Before I Was Famous."
Okay.
Because it was like him telling stuff like before he
Yeah, before he got into YouTube and stuff like that.
it was like
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So like he, I don't think he was like a drawing type of artist, but like
Mhm.
more like I guess the best way is kind of like a collage editing type of artist
Mhm.
that did like Photoshop stuff mainly.
Mhm. That still sounds like closer to graphic design then.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, it's still regardless because it's like just because you can do one thing doesn't necessarily mean that translates because it's like I can't personally you see my style, right? Obviously this is closer to what I do. Um the semi-realism heavy anime inspired but still the westernness shines through regardless. Like
Yeah.
I can't do I am not very good at all at doing anything kind of like cartoony or cutesy because I
Yeah.
just can't get it right, the proportions, the right look. It
Yeah.
just doesn't work for me. Um so if you're going from one art style to another, it's like or rather even a medium going from one medium to another, it's like that can be rather daunting.
Yeah.
So,
No, fucking changing devices.
yeah, hell, going from like one version of a drawing tablet to another can be a world of difference.
It
As
really
well as like
is.
programs, yeah, even programs. You're like, oh, can I use this program the way I expect I can use it, or do I have to like completely relearn this? It's like and it's like starting. Because I remember when like initially I was working on what Meg is working on. Meg, how is your drawing coming along? Let's see that.
Hold on. Sorry. I was concentrating.
You're fine. But like going from Autodesk Sketchbook on literally like my phone to then getting a drawing tablet to and using it on that to then saying, wait, no, I should be going to something that's a little bit more advanced because the stuff that I'm trying to do, I was starting to get constrained by the program Autodesk sketchbook
Yeah.
because I'm like, I want to do this, and it's like I could do this manually, or I could use like the different like just having different layer settings. You know what I mean? Like overlay, lighten, color dodge, add glow, hard light, soft light difference. You know, all those things. Like just having those, it's like Autodesk Sketchbook had half of them, but it didn't have all of them. And it's like if I wanted to improve myself or get further, at least digitally, and at least like without having to manually draw over your drawings all the time to in order to like add in those kind of like effects and whatnot manually.
Yeah.
Could do it. Not saying you can't, but you have to be a little bit more of an experienced artist in order to be able to do that,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like shading with a program like a Photoshop-esque painting is so much easier than doing it manually.
Yeah.
But so anyways, what was I going off on like a fucking so transitioning from that to something like Krita, because Krita is free but Photoshop like. And it's like, ooh, okay, this is like confusing. I've got the basics, but do I have can I do it? And then it's like I had to relearn things like brushes and things like messing with your brush settings and how do layers interact with each other, you know, because that's a thing to learn. Because certain programs, their layers, the way things clip, the way things it's different even though it's like similar, like even looking at your drawing, it's like I can see your layers. I understand how they work. I can see that one is like the sub of another, one is clipped to another, you know what I mean? Like it's on top of, or it's like it's only affected by that one. But each program kind of does it ever so slightly differently, and if you don't have that understanding, then it doesn't you're going to be using a lot of time just trying to understand these differences.
Yeah. It really
So it really do be that way, you know what I mean? And so going from one program to another is like in itself its own difficulty. It doesn't diminish your skill necessarily, but it can pull back and hinder you for a while as you get used to the different format.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I could confidently actually draw this, you know, the thing that I'm drawing here. I could probably actually draw this in a sketchbook because I've drawn something similar to it before, but it's a different perspective to actually be working digitally with it. And instead of like doing it with pencil and then going over it with pen and then doing the Copic marker thing. Like I've done that, right? And it doesn't turn out awful, but it doesn't turn out as clean as it does digitally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Simple and
Meg,
clean.
let's see it.
I sent it.
Maggie, let's see it.
Sorry.
You're
You're
good.
fine. Like I like your subtle change in the in your line work there, from the dark brown to the reddish. I like that change because it's like it's a nice little. It's almost like a highlight without being a highlight. Just by changing the color of the line work, it implies that there's like warmth there and there's light there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's looking good.
So
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
See, your guys' work is awesome. Mine, I'm kind of paralyzed. This is my paralyzed position right here, where it's like I have the shitty draft work, and then I have to do the line work, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do the line work. You know,
I feel it.
this is my paralysis zone right in here. I can get everywhere up to this point, and then I'm like, That's my problem area. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what they say? When you fall off that horse, you gotta get back up and eat that horse. Come eat that horse with me, hun.
What the hell are you on about? Dragon Ball Bridge is funny.
Oh, no, not my marijuana pants.
But yeah. You know what? How about this? I'm gonna ask you something because I don't know. When you pick your final line work, like, what color do you have a set color that you just go with and then you change it up after, or do you do it based on the thing that you're drawing, or how do you choose that? How do you choose what color your line work's gonna be?
Like when I start lining the drawing?
Yeah, I'm in the phase right now where it's like, okay, it's time to start with final line work. It's gonna be a much cleaner drawing. What color should my line work be here? Obviously, there should be variations in it, but that comes afterwards. What color should my line work be here?
Honestly, my color of line work fluctuates. I don't choose a color for a
Yeah,
reason.
why? Why?
Just because I like the color. Like I usually sketch with this color. Usually pink, like a hot pink color.
Pinkish, like a maroon.
Yes, I'm streaming right now.
Hello.
What? I don't know what to tell you. I'm turned up, like all the way. See? I'm turned up. I mean, it doesn't matter. Get out.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't give enough shits right now.
Get out. Screw it. You know what? I mean, you could just turn up the audio device in Streamlabs.
I am.
Turn up the other audio
I will also
device.
say I am a bit quiet. It's because I'm getting tired.
I mean, you sound fine through Discord right now, so.
Yeah. And
Personally.
But yeah, I choose like a color, something like along this like reddish pink line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just kind of like it.
Yeah. My go-to color when it comes to pretty much everything is this very, very dark blue, basically. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just a nice comfortable color so that when I sketch in it, it's like it's not too dark, but it's not too light, and it has a little bit of a tone to it, so it's like, I don't know. I like working with it, right? Like that's just my comfort base color. It's not black.
Yeah, I just
But
I just choose
final line work.
mine just because it's just what I prefer. I'm most
Oh,
comfortable with it.
But what do you do for your final line work? Like, let's say you started drawing your final line work.
That's the color. The
Going
color
over your
I
sketch.
showed you, that's what I chose.
You pick.
Color. That like.
So how come it doesn't look? How come your line work doesn't look like that now? In this image.
Because.
Why come?
Clipping layer.
You did a clipping layer.
Yeah, a clipping layer.
So,
okay.
So initially it was all that like red color.
Yeah, and then I did.
And then you did a clipping layer and you darkened areas that need to be dark. So see, but this is why I'm asking, because it's like, okay, so you started from a much lighter color and then came in with a darker in order to emphasize the line work shadow areas, like where it should be darker.
Yeah, and also so you can see, because you can't see.
No, it's blue.
Oh, give me a second. I am. Let me do this real quick.
Shame on you for being so disorganized.
I'm not. I'm just.
I'm sorry, I'm coming in here bothering you when you're trying to do shit.
No, I'm also like my brain is like half functioning because I'm getting sleepy.
Like, teach me, and you're like, I just want to finish my drawing.
Right.
Uh,
But so like, because if you have that, it's not. I don't know. It doesn't look good, and it's hard to like see some of the darker parts. I feel
it
like
definitely is because it's too bright, and also like definitely in the hair, like the brown and the red, it's like it pops, but then it shouldn't be that bright, obviously. And then in other
yeah.
areas, it's like it's fine for it to be like that brighter red. Like again, in the hands, you kind of like darkened it, and then up to the like the fingertips, you left the red in there, and it creates like a warmth. It creates like a highlight, like a natural one. So
And also like, let me like right here and like right here. Some people, I do it sometimes. You take the skin tone and you use the airbrush and you kind of airbrush the hair like right here to kind of give it that see-through effect. There's a lot of things I can get into
yeah.
when I do that.
Well, see, this is why I enjoy art streams with you, because sometimes I can ask you and be like, "Hey, how do you do this? What's your method around this?"
And then I cry.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a method to my madness.
So, and I like seeing the method. I can appreciate it because I learn from it at least a little bit.
Yes, yes.
So, how is this coming out? Does it still like really? It really isn't that pink. That's so annoying. But that's fine. Also, the red is a little bit more intense on my screen. But you know what? That's why we can do this. And just say, boom, more saturated. Be more intense.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the dream
Yeah. Yeah, I like
in
that.
your heart. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
And then
There we go. So how do I choose my line work, Maggie? You go for maybe I should just go based on the character. So it's like, oh, it should be warm. The obvious answer, it should be a warm line art. So using like a dark red as a base is decent.
yeah. Honestly, just whatever feels good to your eyes. That's yes. Someone else
That's
at my door.
the worst advice.
Fucking dogs open my door. Well, no. What I mean is that initially, for your
Mhm.
initial line art, just do what feels best for your eyeballs, and then worry
I
about the
don't know
color
what that
later.
is. That doesn't make sense though. I'm an indecisive person. What
So
do you mean
like,
what feels best? I don't know what feels best for
so you
me.
know how your eyes feel when they strain, right?
Sure.
Do whatever doesn't make your eyes feel like they're straining.
I stare at screens a lot of the time all day, so my eyes are rarely straining.
Then I don't know what to tell you.
I think. Or they're always straining. That might be it might be the exact opposite. It might be that my eyesight's so bad because they're always straining.
You just gotta. I don't know how to explain it. I
You gotta figure it out.
I
Come on, there's gotta be a
choose
method here.
I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I have no idea.
Well, thanks for trying. You know what? I will just come up with my own rule. Based on the character and the environment is how you should select your line color. How about that?
Sure.
Sure.
Do what you need to do, brother.
The worst advice.
If
Do
it
what feels good for you. I don't know what feels good for nothing feels good for me.
I don't know what to tell you. Whatever makes your eyeballs not feel tingly in a bad way.
Tingly in a bad way. Yeah, if I never blink them, they'll fucking feel tingly in a bad way. That's for damn sure. I know that, but again, like that's not really my issue. I want it to look good, not make my eyeballs not hurt or whatever.
Worry about it looking good after you do the line art. So you do the line art how you so
Oh, are we getting somewhere?
So-
Do the line art and then worry about the color afterwards?
yes.
Cool.
Exactly. Worry about the color app. Just do it like it's harder for me to tell you what to do because yours is already pre-fucking colored. I don't color my stuff and then add line art. So
Well, I just add color because I don't know, it feels good to like block out the colors so I can start playing around with that and I can get a feel for the figure.
Oh yeah, that's fair. But I usually just do my sketch, then my line art, then color, and so whatever my eyeballs is like, yeah, this is a good color for my eyeballs to do line art as. And then I color it, and then because I'm just blocking out the colors, it doesn't fucking matter. And then afterwards, I figure out, okay, this might need to be darker, this might need to be lighter so that this pops. So I do that.
Interesting. All right then. Well, thanks for nothing.
You're welcome. I'm here all night,
Not really.
but not really at the same time.
But not really. I gotta go soon. But no. You know what? Thanks for taking my questions.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Wish you could just make it all go away. Wouldn't it be nice if they all just blew away?
No, it's never that easy.
No, it really isn't.
Because I have decided that art is what I like. And you know what? It be
What?
how it be.
It do be.
To be or not to be? That's not a question. It's an art.
It's not a question. It's art.
I yodel, and yodeling is an art.
Is that from something?
Yeah.
Do you like a textured line art or a filled line art?
It dark blue or light blue?
Personally, me, I like. Jesus Christ. Sorry, yawning. I personally like textured line art. I kind of go back and forth with
Mm-hmm.
two brushes.
Mm-hmm.
I go back and forth between these don't let's open pictures for example. Let's see what's gonna be my delicious pickings today. This was inside. brushes that I use for my line art.
Yes, teach us about it.
So,
Don't mind the ass.
yeah, it's fine. So this, I call it C2. It was because I used to have a pen called Crayon, and then I had Crayon 2, and so...
Can you zoom in on it so we can see a little bit more of the texture?
Yes.
Listen closer. Let's take a look at this crayon 2 you got here. Oh yeah, look at that texture.
And this one uses, for at least my size textures, it uses spread, carpet, and then
Is that like the texture that's like applied to the brush?
yes.
Gotcha.
Spread is like what the tip of, like, I guess the brush is, and then the texture is like everything. And then A, I originally called it anime. The anime brush.
The anime brush.
Is this boy? He doesn't really have like. The A brush looks like
It's very soft. Very-
soft, but what's nice about him is that if you are a person who likes to build up
Mm-hmm.
into like how dark you want it,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice for that. So like, for example, I go to this guy right here. Some of the line art is like more
Wow.
translucent, and like parts
I like the other drawing.
here, and then like this wrinkle right here is a little bit darker because I
Hmm.
put more layers to the line art for him.
Mm.
And so like certain places, so it's it can create its own type of depth in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is just using my textured brush. And my textured brush, you can kind of get a little bit more of a fade, but it's way more solid.
I really like this picture.
No, I love this drawing. This drawing is really fun. This is one of my favorite drawings I've done.
It is awesome.
And so it's like you can get differing effects. Technically, as of late, I've preferred my A brush,
Mm-hmm.
but I still use my carpet brush or my crayon brush every once in a while. I do like it when I'm like, I want texture in my life, because I am very much a texture artist person,
Mm-hmm.
and I prefer to keep it that way. Because like for the long time, I tried to do like line art with like brushes like this,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, I want to look sharp and clean like anime,
Mm-hmm.
but I just wasn't happy with how it was looking,
Yeah.
and so I just kind of gave up on that.
Yeah, I feel it because it's like when I look at some of the photos that I like come across, and you know, it's like, ooh, that looks good. I'd like to save that as a reference, and then it's like sometimes I'll just like look at the drawings and I'll look at the line work and it'd be like, granted, some of it is because like sometimes the images will be like downscaled, so it's like a much lower resolution than the actual drawing, right?
Yeah.
But there's still there still is something about the line work where it's either they go really thin, or I don't know, like they go way thinner than I would expect sometimes, and I'm like, wow, you actually went super thin with the line work here, but that ensures that like you're really focused on the form and the shapes that they build with the color and the shading and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I really like that, but at the same time, when I try to do that with my own line work, where it's like, oh, I'll work like thin and crisp without any texturing or anything like that, right? Then I don't like how it looks at the end. I'm like, oh no, it's too one note, it's too flat, it's too it's too, or the line work still ends up being too thick because I just naturally work thicker.
Yeah.
And so it's like disheartening that I cannot capture that same look, and I'm thinking like if I could, then it would probably get me closer to the look that I guess I'm going for, but I can't bring myself to do it. And you know what? That's what we call our art style.
I
When you
think-
can't possibly get around that one thing that you always do, and you're like, nope, it doesn't look
I
right to
think
me. I gotta do it differently.
also has to deal with how confident you are in placing your lines. Because bigger your
Mhm.
line work is, the less mess ups you see.
Yeah, because it fills the space, so you don't have to worry about the exact placement.
Yeah, and so like my line art used to be
Very thick.
chunky. Yes, I had very chunky line art, and then
Yeah, because then you can get, and that's really common for like cartoonish looking things, is you can get away with it.
yeah, and then like as the years have gone by, my line art has become thinner and thinner, and I think it's definitely because I've gotten way more confident in where I place my lines and how I place them,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not worried about it as much because I've just practiced so much to where it's way easier. Also, I have my stability up way high on.
Oh yeah, that's something that I never really played a lot with as far as settings, where it's like usually it's like sure it'll be, I guess the stability. I don't know how it works on your program, but on mine it works in like a percentage. Well, yeah, but how do you set it? Like, what is it like?
Just click it.
What is it set as normally?
Mine 15. I have it high.
15. Well, see, that's the thing is, usually for like a lot of my pens, when I look at the stabilization on them, it'll be set to like 10 or something. But I realized that it actually can go to a max of 100. So actually, 10 is pretty low. But if you start cranking that up, then it starts to become a little bit easier to work with the stabilization on like bigger shapes and volumes. You know what I mean? You don't get that like gross squiggliness that you
Yeah.
get when you work at like a distant. And I've been trying to work on that too, where it's like when I'm working kind of slow, but I'm also working at kind of a distance, I don't want to be super zoomed in.
Yeah.
But then when you're not super zoomed in, then sometimes it's like your line work gets kind of all over the place, and then it's like that's no good. And I guess you yeah, so I guess you fight that through using stabilization on your pen.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
So I've been trying to utilize that and crank it to like 20 or 30, working at a distance. But I also might need a new pen tablet in general. I've been working with this one from my XP pen for a while, and I think I'd prefer XP pen over any of the other ones right now.
That's fair.
I hear Wacom has gone down in quality.
Mine's not a
Not a Wacom.
No, fuck that shit. You know how expensive
Yeah.
those fuckers are?
Well, very, and that's why people are kind of pissed off that the supposedly the quality assurance of the Wacoms has gone down
Yeah, no.
in recent years.
I use Huion.
Yuyan.
Yes, I am a diehard Huion art tablet user. It was my first art tablet I ever got, and I haven't changed art tablet brands since. Because every single tablet has served me very well. And
Yeah.
I have gotten a array they have ones of like varying sizes and what your needs. Like I had like when I had first gotten back into digital art when I was in high school, I had gotten this like really tiny one that was like maybe a bit larger than my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And like after I placed that with a bigger one, for my senior year I had photography. I would just put that little shit in my backpack and I would take it to photography to do my editing in Photoshop. And
I see.
And like, luckily for that one, I didn't have to use a driver for it. Luckily it still worked. I didn't have to be like, "Hey, Teach, can I install a driver?"
Oh yeah, you didn't have to install anything for it to work. It would just plug and play.
Yeah, and it still had like sensitivity, but that could also just be a Photoshop thing. I still forgot to tell that man that there are other art programs that do use Photoshop files, because he was like, "I'm not sure if they do."
They do.
I wish I would have told him. Anyway, but they have
Very common utilized format for that reason of the ubiquity.
Oh yeah, but there's all kinds of different displays. They do have the computer displays where it's like, or the tablets that are also its like own computer thing, you know. They have those. They have like those like little pad things that they've been coming out lately, where they have like the buttons and like the turn wheel and stuff like that. They have those, and they have it's just there's so much that they have, and I prefer them. They sell the accessories that you might need for your tablet, and it's just I personally highly enjoy Huion pen tablets.
Gotcha.
I think they are fairly priced for what you're getting. I think they are very much worth the price. Like the like the tablet I have,
Oh, there we go.
is like it's I have a Huion tablet, Huion Canvas 16 Pro. And I think that means the tablet itself is like 16 inches. So it's like, it's a sizable.
Yeah, mine is a XP Pen Pro 16, so it's also 16-inch screen roughly, you know.
Yeah, and
No, it's not bad. I'm jealous of Meg's 20 inch or 24, I think.
That big boy.
Actually, you know what? I think hers is a 22 Pro. Now that I think about it, if I recall correctly. So yes, it is very nice and large. It's also her only screen, which I definitely couldn't do. I'd be like, no, I need 2 screens now.
Oh, yeah, dude, I have 3 screens. No way in hell I could.
It's like, no, that's a requirement.
I need my 3 screens now. But trying to see what is my actual like drawing. It's panel size. It's a 15.6. And like it it's very, like, at least mine, it's pretty thin. Like mine's not like thick. It's pretty thin, I would say, considering most pen displays.
Not thick.
Not a thick one, he did that.
Not
He has,
thick.
He has his express keys on the side, which I do use. And I've been seeing a lot of pen tablet displays without the express keys because they have been doing like the little thing on the side.
I don't even use my express keys, honestly.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I go back and forth. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I'm more of a like I'll set the short like I'll use up here at the top. I'll have
Yeah.
my I'll use these things as my basically like my shortcuts. Like I'll have specific pens, or I'll be like, oh, go up size, go down size. I'll have like all my functions will just be like little icons. So it's like whenever I instead of using a hotkey, it's like I'll just move my arm up and boom. You know what I mean? Just tap it.
Yeah, for the most part, that's what I have. And then, my brain.
Good googly moogly.
Um,
I'm just looking at my own drawing, Megan, and that's all.
booty.
That thing is juicy.
Oh my god.
I love I like my tablet display. It was only like 300 bucks.
Nice.
That's pretty good price.
Yeah, like
If I wanted to get one now, it would be like 4 to 6.
Yeah, it's like I think Huion has some of the best prices, and they're constantly coming out with new models and stuff like that. Like they came out with a new one like a week or so ago. And it's not like they're constantly like making the screens bigger. It's like in stuff like they're not just doing like new screen displays. Like I know some tablet companies will just mainly solely work on like their pen displays, where Huion is still doing like their non-pen displays. They're just like, hey, like
Oh, like the little
the ones where you have to look up to a different monitor.
yeah.
Which honestly was fine. Like I was doing that. I think I only got this pen display in like 2022.
Yeah.
So it's like I, for the longest time, was just looking up at a screen, and then I managed to convince my parents to get me a pen display tablet, and I love her. She is great.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that too. I was like very much
It's,
like, you don't have one of these? Oh, it's so nice. And you of all people would use it more than I would.
I was so happy to finally get one, because it was just like, look at her, she's great, and I love this pen tablet. Like, I guess the only thing that like bothers me about it is that it kind of gets warm near the top,
Oh, that's
but
kind of weird actually.
but not like like oh it's hot. It's just like slightly warm.
That's still weird. Like mine doesn't. Like my tablet does not generate any fucking heat. Like
Yeah.
that's actually kind of strange to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, I remember reading in the reviews that it kind of does that, so I was
Mhm.
prepared for it. But like that's
Yeah, you were expecting it.
yeah, but and it's only like near the top. But other than that, it's fine. It's a perfectly good tablet. I turned off it has like a sensor bar on the side to where it's like finger touch. I turned that off. I could not stand it.
Oh, that would be fucking annoying for me because I feel like it would just be going off all the time and be like, no, I don't want you to be doing whatever you're doing. Stop
Yeah,
that.
that's what it was doing, and I eventually was just like, I need to turn this off. And luckily, there is an option in the driver stuff to turn it off.
That's good. Yeah, motion sensor touch controls on something that's like you're like
like
it'd be like you wouldn't expect to have that on anything else you're drawing. Like if you had like a clipboard and then you'd like you moving your clipboard around while you're adjusting yourself, and then it's like, oh, but actually it's linked to whatever you're drawing, so your paper now just does the sensor thing. And it's like, this is stupid. Why would I? No, just no.
yeah, like I wouldn't mind it if it let me rotate the canvas.
Yeah.
But
Well, you can set those things.
I looked. I can't set it in the driver for it.
You can't set it so that like you hold down the key and then it does the
No,
rotate.
So like, enable touch. It has only zoom in / zoom out, brush size, scroll up or down for the enable touch bar, was hoping that it would have a rotate option, because if it had a rotate option, I would have kept that puppy on. Because I do
Right.
rotate my canvases fairly often.
Hmm.
But it unfortunately does not have that option, and so it is useless to me.
Sag.
But I know those like little pad things that you can get on the side that are like $50.
You mean like the control board things that you plug in, and then it's got like the little
Yeah,
wheels and the buttons and the knobs. Those are cool, but it's like I already don't use my keys enough to do what I can do. You know what I mean? Like I have this bad habit where it's like if I'm adjusting my drawing or something. Well, I guess it's not a bad habit, but I don't rotate my canvas a lot. I'm very much like I'll just work mostly on the straight thing. But if I'm like moving the canvas around or I'm zooming in and out, I will just like move my arm over, take my mouse in my hand, right click to drag, and zoom in and out to zoom, and that's what I'll do instead of using my shortcut key. Even though I have a shortcut key both for zooming in and out, and I can right click with my
That's fair.
So it's like I could be using my shortcut keys more, but I just don't because it's just not natural to me. So
Yeah,
I can see why they're getting rid of that on a lot of tablets.
I use definitely the window navigator like no one's business. This is my best friend when it comes to navigating around my canvas.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, I love him.
I never understood the navigator. Like I am very much more of a put it on my second screen as both a test to see how big my drawing is, or rather like what it looks like if I had it zoomed out. You know what I mean? Just to get a different perspective on it, but also to then test like how the colors look on my main monitor, because there is that slight difference. That's primarily what I use it for.
Yeah. I think.
Otherwise, I'd see no point in the navigator.
Yeah, I mean, I use it for navigating. That's the thing. Like, I actually do use it for navigating, and I can just like.
What is there to navigate?
What do you mean?
What is there to navigate? Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Like,
That's what I use
what
it
is there to
for.
nav?
There's a zoom in, zoom out right under my navigator.
But
My scale's
that.
like
But see, that's
here.
what's.
My scale's right here, and so is my angle, and it's connected to my navigator, and so I use it right here.
See, that's weird. That's alien to me because I have my right click set so that whenever I
Yeah, no. I
use my right click, that's how I drag.
Yeah, no. I don't use drag. I just because I can just use my navigator to drag it.
Because I can just use my I can just use my right click.
Yeah, but then I got my
You
but
you
I also
crazy person.
my angle. I use my angle a lot. Maybe if I didn't have my angle thing, but I do use the angle a lot.
What's the angle thing? Like rotating your canvas?
My rotating.
See, that's actually one of the few things that I would actually use my shortcut key for. Is
Oh, it's time for kisses for Coda. All right.
I want
it's time for Coda kisses.
Yeah, he was literally licking my foot like, "Mom, I have kisses for you. Come, like, bring me to you." It's like, okay. And now he's licking my neck nonstop.
I would give Coda kisses. I love Coda. I love
Well, you know what, Maggie? I'm gonna stop asking you questions and distracting you from your art. You go do art.
Oh, I'm taking a rest. I am my brain.
You're done. You're taking a rest.
My brain has decided that it's like, again going into sleepy town.
You who is already done, and me who's like, I'm trying to do my line work and I'm very slow.
I mean, it takes time. I don't know. I've been told I'm just fast in general, because like even Cynthia, who's been drawing who draws a lot, she even says I'm really fast.
You got some speed to you. Like I don't know how. Okay, so we've just recently passed 3 hours, and I think that you work quite quick in comparison.
Yes.
So,
I'm
I mean,
speaking
obviously you
from-
didn't draw that, but
No, this would have taken
not this time. But
a few.
Okay, Codicus's are over. Back to work.
Be like that in this house.
back to work.
I mean, on average,
Yeah.
my drawings can take me like 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah, see, and that's like start to finish, lighting, rendering, everything.
For the most part, yeah.
See, to me, that's fast. Like, that's far closer to professional.
Just gotta streamline it.
It is indeed. Well, I think also you have to just you have a comfortable understanding
Been doing
of.
this for a long time.
You have been, and that's something that I fail with, is that I have not been doing this long enough or consistent enough to do anything with. But you know what? Looking at this, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks.
It looks
Gotta be
good.
honest. Thank you. Is it professional? Would you buy it? Please buy it.
I don't have money for it.
Pay me, please.
What you call
Oh, then I guess we're both what you call poor.
it. Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not true. I actually have money. I have a job,
Thanks.
but I don't need to buy. I don't need to buy my own fucking art.
Coda, no! Oh my god! Okay, you
Anyone wants
win.
to commission me, feel free to message me. You can find my commission site and my links on my page.
I say I want to be commissioned, but I don't make it easy to find myself. I'll tell you what. Plus, I'd rather be commissioned under my chosen art name instead of.
Just go to creepynights.weebly.com. There you'll find all the information you need. And
I
yes,
mean,
it's
if you're not gonna promote yourself, then who is, right?
very much true. You like ladies, you like men, you like animals and stuff. I got you. I do it all. You like little anime chibis? I can also do that for you. You like your furries? I also can do that for you.
Yes.
Let me know what your needs are. And I will try my best. Unless you're so-and-so that likes horses, please don't come near me. I prefer you never to contact me again. You know who you are.
You know who you is.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's okay, whoever you are. You can contact me. We can work something out. You just gotta
my
pay the good money.
I mean, okay, maybe if you paid me like $50 a piece, maybe I'd consider it.
$50 a piece? That's it?
50 or 100.
I mean, I'll be honest, Maggie. To be fair, that is on the low side. No wonder you're a steal.
Are you? Did
For 500, I will draw Freddy Fazbear and Ronald McDonald doing it. For 600,
and
Freddy Fazbear
Freddy
and
Fazbear
Chica.
is also pregnant. He is also pregnant.
Yes.
If you
Like,
want-
yeah, like $50. That's your that's all it takes to get you to do the stuff you
I
don't
am
want to do.
desperate.
Damn.
Before he was paying me like $15, bro, because I was really desperate. I would never. I don't think any of my. No, there are. I do have some lower priced commissions that are around there, but nothing. Because my NSFW stuff, period,
Hmm.
has a $10 add-on.
Yeah, I think I'll take the advice of many people who have said it, that I would start charging, like I would start at 50 and then go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've been told that I'm worth more than that, and you know what? I'm gonna start believing them. Pretend I'm Kanye West. It's good advice. It really is.
And that's advice I won't follow. But I gave it. I don't know the logic anymore.
Hey man, my lowest price thing was like $5. And that's for like a very like headshot sketch, which takes me like not
I suppose there is a time factor into that. Like me, it's like I could do something for money, but you gotta wait 3 weeks for it to be done, and then it's like,
yeah, where it's like so the cheaper stuff are my sketches. The more expensive stuff is when you start getting into like how rendered it is.
yeah.
The more rendered a piece is, the more expensive it is for me. So like
Well, fair, but
So like I know my paintings, $150. I would like to someday increase them, and I hope so at some point. But like, it's like I personally I offer a wide array of things like reference sheets. So you want more commissions done by other people, just not by me? I'm kind of sad, but you want ref sheet of your characters? I have 4 different type of reference sheet types.
you want to go with somebody else? That hurts, but I will indeed provide the reference sheet for you too.
Yes. Want experimental character pages that range from $50 to $100? I got you, boo. You want Twitch emotes? There's a 3-pack, 5-pack, and 10-pack. Starting at $45, and then the other one's $150.
Kinda.
I am here to make money.
Yeah, well, how's that working out for you?
Sadness. But that's also my own fault. I haven't been posting art lately. But
Same.
I have convinced myself that I need to do it again. I need to start posting. That's why I'm like, as of late, I've been like fixing up my website and stuff, and I've changed some of like my art profile names so that it's easier to find them.
Mm-hmm.
So like now all of my stuff, like my Twitter and Instagram are the same exact thing. It's just pre-art 3 underscores in between them. Because that's the only way
That's
that's the only way I could get them.
that's fair because names.
And those are like the 2 primary. Then YouTube is just pre-art. And then Twitch, I'll probably change it later. It was supposed to be just it's currently 2 underscores. I'll probably add the 3rd one later. But currently it's __art. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Trying to make things cohesive.
Gotcha. Well, you know what? You're an inspiration, Maggie, and when I am comfortable enough to come out with my own art page and shit and be like, hey, go here if you also want me to draw stuff, because I'll draw you stuff like this, which is unoriginal, but you love it anyways. Woo.
Good.
I know it looks good. You know what? I'm not even gonna be like, oh, it's not that good. No, this is pretty good. This is pretty nice.
It is very nice. I can concur. It looks very good.
Like, I'm usually the first to be like, my art sucks. I'm not very
We are
good.
all Kanye West.
But no, this is actually coming out very nice, and I think that it is something you'd see online that somebody would enjoy and use.
Oh, definitely.
Of course, I love to see your recent one. Flash, 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 flash.
The little lady.
Lady!
Cozy clothes. Look at my nails. Long nails. I have claws right now.
Why aren't you? Oh, because you're on a different layer. Yeah, it's probably a good idea why I did that. That makes sense. Why aren't you erasing? Different layer. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
The subconscious foresight that comes with drawing is very interesting.
What do you mean?
Like,
Uh.
kind of like how you put it on a different layer. Like,
Uh-huh.
you just kind of did that because your brain just thought automatically, oh, you know, this could be a good idea for like maybe this situation or something like that.
Well, it's not really so much subconscious as it is that I forgot that I was working on a different layer. But the point of working on a different layer was indeed to prevent myself from screwing up the overlapping line work for when I would have to erase inevitably anyways, so
But like,
you know.
how, at least, I'm sorry, I smacked my mic. At least
Flash.
with me, it's like, it's kind of, you just kind of do it. Because you don't think about it, you just kind of, your body or your brain is just like, yeah, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm arting today.
Yeah, I don't work that way. I wish I did though. Can't relate.
When you go into the zone, you see nothing.
I'm just working.
Just working, I'm just doing what I need to do.
Well, I said we would go until Meg was tired, and I don't know how Meg is doing, but are you tired?
I am a very tired woman right now.
So do you wanna
It probably is for the best that we probably.
do you wanna get to wrapping up? Yeah.
Yeah. It has also been 3 hours, which is pretty good if you think about it for our first art stream back.
Yeah.
So, cause I think our first art stream was like 2 hours long. So.
Something like that, maybe.
I think so. It's on.
I don't remembers.
It's on
Neither
the
do
Vods
I.
channel. I have the Vods channel. Give me 1 second.
But I'm pretty happy with as far as I've gotten on my drawing for, not working that long.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong letter. There you go.
Like, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Not bad, not bad.
I'm a liar.
It's not.
Our first art stream was 5 hours
Was
long.
like 6, yeah, some ridiculous, like, much longer length.
We were drawing Pokemon though.
Yeah, but look at how far we've come.
That is true.
Then to now. Wow, what a journey.
We should do another theme night though. I always.
I suppose so, yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
fun. Like the next one I'm gonna upload, because I am gonna upload our art stream VODs. I have them.
Cool.
And because I'm gonna do those and the Icewind Dell campaign.
Yes, please, because there are glaring holes that we're missing in the, and also Actually, nothing. Never mind.
But anyway,
But anyway.
I have the art streams, and I will be posting those. And the one I'm going to be posting next is the one when we did draw the anime character and guess them. So I think that would be another fun one
Oh,
to do.
yeah. Yeah.
Because it would be. I want to see how we imitate or draw anime characters go again.
Yeah, that one was tough though, only because it's kind of like a game where it's like you're supposed to draw things quickly because you can't just take. Or wait, how did we do that? Did we just pick one and then we drew them and then it's like you had to guess what they were? Or...
Yeah, what we did
I
is
c-
that we went on. I could probably find a better more people drawing website. But I found like that one website where you can draw on the same canvas at the same time, and
Right.
it was just like we came up with a character in our head and we drew it. So like, I know personally me, like I picked like Shippo at some point. Meg picked Soul. You picked
Oh.
Tsunade.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And like it was just kind of like we draw it and we like go, and once we figure it out, we were just like, oh, it's that person. And it's just like, like I know I was kind of rewatching it, and like Meg was drawing Soul from Soul Eater, and she just drew a mouth, and I immediately was just like Soul from Soul Eater.
Yeah,
like,
that was
I
awesome.
just stopped you in your tracks.
I know that man. I love that man.
That's funny.
And it was just like, so I think it would be fun to do that again at some point.
Fair enough,
I
fair enough.
agree.
Just to see like how we gone about like drawing characters has changed, and how well, like, you know, I think it would be really fun.
Yeah, if we could try that again. Sure, fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I have, let's see, how many VODs do I have to, I have so many. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think you should not to diss you or anything or to make your life like so much
I'll let you
worse.
finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. Something you should do because you have some extra space at the bottom is that you should at bottom top around the sides is you should scale the windows for the two art stream windows. Scale them up a little bit more and then
Fair.
line my little talkie avatar so that it actually touches the bottom of the screen because otherwise it just kind of cuts off. So.
I originally had him. But I didn't want him to block your beautiful art.
No, it's fine to block like the one side. I think it looks good. I think that looks actually even better because now it's like I'm popping out of the thing. Maybe just a little over to the left, and then it's perfect. So that the tail is like cut it off right at the robe. You know what I mean for the window. Just oh yeah, that's good enough. Perfect.
This is again right now. I had him right there earlier, but then I saw the.
Well, I like it there.
Alright, he will stay there then.
Yeah, it's fine. Because I mean, like it's mostly centered. Well, I mean, you're cutting off a portion of my screen, but
Yeah.
I understand it. I appreciate it. Good for privacy.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure a bunch of your art was showing. Like, I know
Yeah.
because I have mine placed over the layers because no one gives a shit about the layers. What they care about is the brushes.
They care about the brush. That's what people care about.
Yeah, because people all the time with so many artists are like, what brush do you use? What brush do you use?
True.
Really, you know what? For me, let's extend this like 5 minutes longer while we talk about this. for me, actually, when I watch people work, I actually much more prefer to see what their layer process is because that's what I find more interesting because I feel like that's where you can see, oh, do they work on multiple layers? Do they work on one layer? Do they what kind of like layer setting do they use? Is it just like everything is normal? Do they set like one thing to an
Yeah.
overlay? Do they clip the layers? That's what I like to see. So I actually find it super annoying when I can't see the layers. The brushes I could give a shit about because I'm not using that person's brushes, and I'm more comfortable using the brushes that I have and that I use rather than the brushes that they use because their process will be different.
Yeah.
But seeing how they construct their layer hierarchy is what I care about.
Oh, definitely. I'm kind of the same way. I think it's usually for a lot of more beginner artists that are more interested because at least this was what to me it was just like, ooh, if I know what brush they use, I can try to make something similar. Have like a
Yeah,
similar
I
feel.
I'm not. I was never one of those people where it's like, oh, what brushes do you? It's like doesn't matter. The brushes aren't gonna be what make you good at the art. That's not the problem.
I think it's more of a younger person thing.
Maybe.
When you're younger, where like as I'm older, I'm like, they did this all in one layer. What the fuck? How did you
Mm-hmm.
do that, you monster?
Right. Like, oh, you painted the entire thing on like even on the line work. Like you just drew over that. But how do you like? Is it annoying that you have to go back over that like later? Like if you
You're
if
a
you
wizard.
overdraw it, like yeah, like how the fuck do you do that? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've kind of developed my art to where I kind of understand it now.
I don't. I still don't. I still don't get it because it's like,
for me at least, it's like initially the thing will be in multiple layers and then it'll be combined down, and then
well, yeah.
it's like because like let's say let's find him. Where is he? Like the best example.
Do you have any preferred teachers? Do you have anybody that like as far as like internet artist slash YouTuber that you could point to and be like, oh yeah, I like this person's process and this is like who I like
No.
learn from? You don't have any of
No.
those? I do, but I'm a nerd who has no ability, so
I
I
have
copy other people.
that I like their art. Like
Uh-huh.
if I could someday get similar level, I want to be like the artist Rimarin. Their art is so delicious. I want to
Never
eat it.
never heard of them.
Oh, here, give me a second. Let me find
See,
Rimarin.
if I were to say my inspiration, or rather the thing that's like the people I would want to be like, it's either why can't I think of his fucking last name now? I hate that it's like left my brain. This is awful. Okay, well, okay. One of them is Rake. Have you ever heard of Rake?
Nope.
Reiq, Rake. I'll send you. Gosh. Well, then I'll send you something so that you can get an example. Or you know what? Maybe let's see.
Find a speed paint that I really like by them. That also isn't like
Let's see. We could do this. I'll switch my stream screen. So I like Rake, and this is. No, I don't need settings. I am stupid. Where's the save clip, share screen, change window? There we go. So this is Rake's work. If you can see it. Rake is very good. Does a lot of YouTube, does has done various covers for comics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Has an obvious, I guess you could say style
Royal.
or subject. No, not porn, not necessarily. But like,
He likes
if you could
big
see
booty
this,
ladies.
yeah, but he's like,
I understand. I'm very.
yeah.
I understand.
But still, like, look at the shine on the
Yeah.
clothing and stuff. Like, it's so good, and the skin textures. Like,
It's delicious.
and then he does that thing that you do, where you do like the outline on the character just to make them kind of pop a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing that he does in all of his stuff. And then yeah, so it's like Rake is one of the ones where it's like, yes, I wish to be skilled like you. This is good. Um, and then the other one would be Mark. Why can't I think of his last name? Blizzard artist. Ex Blizzard artist. Mark Brunette. Mark Brunette stuff. Do you know who Mark Brunette is?
I would have to see the art.
Let's see. Uh, um, I need this man to have a fucking portfolio that I can just access immediately, but this is not the time to be crawling on me. That's his Q brush. What about his art station? Portfolio for the motherfucker. Put your shit somewhere, sir. Oh, you know what? He's got a decent gallery here.
Yeah. Okay. I like that style.
So this is his style, and he's an ex character artist for Blizzard.
Okay.
Does now he does basically YouTube and his own class,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So he's the type where it's like when he once he does the drawing, then he'll do the rendering with like the shadows and stuff, and then completely remove the line work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck do you get that? Because when I do that, it ends up being like too blobbish, and it's like he takes the time to actually render the shadows. Like if there's a line there, that means that there's like a hard shadow there. So then he renders that into the shadow,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, holy shit, that takes so much time. But yeah,
Yeah.
so he's one another one of those artists where it's like, yes, I love his work and I love Rake's work, and those are my two big inspirations.
I think yeah. Rimarin. Oh, and oh fuck, what's their name? I follow them on Twitter. They. What's their fucking name? They do. They were really popular because they started a. They were doing a comic called Off White, which was a wolf comic.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I just opened up like the YouTube page that you sent me for this artist, and it's like art process 257, and it's like this huge fucking heavily detailed fucking dragon.
Yeah, their art's so
Oh.
fucking good.
Okay, that's pretty fucking cool. Great for a lot of it, like animal work. The two people that I showed off, it's like they're very much people focused,
Oh, yeah, that's
figure focused, but
yeah.
these I like these fantasy and a lot of like creature and stuff like that, which is also great too. So I subscribe now.
And then there's
I subscribe. I
Acheron.
watch.
Yeah. Oh no. Acreon. Acreon. That's how
Eno, Beano.
Acreon does like animal, human, fantasy, and like they've been doing actually the Polish Warrior Cat books covers. And
Okay.
they've
Only the
also
Polish ones.
they do the
Ooh.
Polish covers, and I'm jealous because the Polish covers look way better than the fucking UK and US covers. And then
Very fantasy.
they
This is
do
the. You know what this is? This is the person that the AI looks at and then says, "I will copy this." This is
yeah.
this is who AI copies right here. Is
And
this guy?
Creon does stuff for League of Legends as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she does art for League of Legends
Wow.
and Magic the Gathering as well, I believe.
Very cool.
And their art is just oh,
Yeah, I see. I see some of the League of Legends stuff in looking through this. Oh, and there's some Baldur's Gate. Some
there's Baldur's Gate.
yeah. So
You can see the
does a lot of
Warcraft ones.
fantasy stuff. Yeah.
And
Cool.
it's I love their work. I've been following them for years. And it's like this.
Yeah.
Renmarin and Acreon, I aspire to be artists to be as good as this someday.
Right. See, you show me this shit, and then I look back at mine. I was like, man, mine's really plain and basic and boring. Shit.
No, yours is. I love yours as well. It's
Oh,
just,
stop it! You're just being nice.
No, because what I want is more of a painterly style.
Okay.
And I guess realism
Uh huh.
is the best way. What I aspire to want, where like I would also aspire to love to be like the one you showed as well, because their art's also really good, way better than mine. And but it's like I guess it's style preference. I guess is the best way.
Yeah.
Where I lean towards more this type of style, where it's more painterly and texture, a lot more texture based. Is the best way to put it.
Because
But
I also say that yours is more of a toony, 2D kind of flat, cell shaded thing. It's like I mean, that's just typically what you draw, not necessarily what you're capable of doing. Because I've seen your work. It's like you're fully capable of the rendering, but you just don't do it very often.
that's hard.
Because it's hard and scary. It's not that hard and it's not that scary. Like I say, and see, that's where I'm like, if anything, I can't help but not do that. I very much prefer to do like the rendery shadow thing, because if I do it any other ways, then it looks too flat and plain to me, because I just can't get it doesn't satisfy me. It's like, if I do the flat shadow, then I'm like, no, it needs to be more rendered. It needs to be, more this and that. It can't be. Yeah. So, and both of those artists, when I watch them work, it's like, it's so obvious. It's like, oh, duh, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then doing it on your own, you're like, I have no idea what the fuck to do or where to do it. You know what I mean?
It's pure muscle memory.
You think so? Is that really all it is? Process. It's just like, this is what I do in the process, and then I do this in the process.
Honestly, because you can, like, at least for me, I can see the image in my head. But it's just like, if you don't know, if your hand and like your muscles and stuff, if you haven't trained yourself to do something, it's like you know how you can see someone run a marathon, but unless you train for it, you can't do it,
Yeah.
So it's something you have to work yourself into. That's why it takes people years to build into skill.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have the muscle memory built up yet.
And it's just it takes time. Fortunately, it's a lot of time, and I hate it. But I wanted to go faster. But be how it be. Anyway, it is time for bed.
Anyways, it's time for bed. It's time to end. time to turn it off. I guess we can be done.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I don't want to be done, but I guess we're done. So
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
you've got to go to bed. Oh shit! I actually work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is, buddy.
Damn it! I don't want to. I want to just stay up and keep working on this drawing because now I like it.
You gotta go to bed, bro.
I gotta work too.
We both gotta go to bed. It's
We've gone like an extra like 40 minutes, so that's okay. I managed to string it out by I don't know talking about whatever.
That is true. Alright, stream. It is time. It is time for us to go to sleep. Hopefully, we'll stream again next week. No guarantees.
I mean, we can try to make it a regular thing again once more.
Yeah, I hope so. It was very good. I miss it. So, we'll hopefully see you next week. Good night.
Good night.